You.
There you go. That that's second. Oh, man, that's
Oh,
no, what up, baby?
chilling.
Oh.
Is Net coming? Joining us or no?
Yo, I called. So last time I'm on the phone with her, and she was with it. She was like, "Yo, yeah, I'm gonna listen to the album. I listened to it once. She's gonna listen to it one more time."
Right.
And then she said she's gonna join us. So I don't know. I hit her up. I said, "Yo, you listen to the album? What's going on? You joining us?" And I didn't get a text back. I'm gonna text in a minute too. I'm gonna text her in a minute.
All right.
But yeah, man, like.
What up, Ronnie?
Let me get a pillow for my ass, boy. Sitting on this goddamn hard ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. What up to the chat? We got Samuel Blind, baby, my man.
Yes.
Christian Picard, and Ronnie Kala. What up, baby? What y'all doing? What's going on? How y'all doing? Yeah, so I'm gonna text her, but I don't know what's up, man. Maybe she didn't listen to the album. I don't know.
If she didn't listen to it, then it's all good.
She can't join. I told her nah, she can't. I said, yo, I said, yo, you can't join if you didn't listen to it.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? What up, baby? But yeah, you can't. I said you got to know about the album. You got to be, you know what I'm saying? You got to at least know track for track, because that's what me and Triborough do. We break down the tracks. We talk about each track or whatever.
Album breakdown. That's what we do. Break down the album
breakdown. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I blogged it last night. I got it all on my blog. You can't really see it here. You can't see it, but I'm just go whenever we go, whatever song we on, I'm just gonna talk about it, how I wrote it. Basically, I just did like a 2 sentences a piece or something like that. I'm crazy. You know what I mean? So
doing all when we do album reviews with Reg and Ashley, like I had a notebook, but it's like finished. So I just do everything now on my phone now. So
yeah,
I'm actually writing out shit like you know what I'm saying? But the notebook is done because we've done so many this year alone. So
I was doing that too. I was oh shoot, did I do wait a minute. Oh yeah, I did that one. When I was
you watch Mandalorian?
Nah, not yet. Not yet. I've been catching up on Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I gotta watch the season tonight. I'm gonna binge watch the whole second season. So
there's already 2 seasons already.
Yeah. It's season 2 came on Friday, I think it was.
I gotta catch up on that. I've been catching up on so much other stuff, man. Like I had to catch up on Power Book. I caught up on. I've been catching up on Insecure. I've been catching up on like a lot of weird stuff. Then I was like, this whole weekend I was watching scary movies and stuff. So I finally watched it. I watched it today.
Liked it?
Yeah, I did like it. It was crazy.
It was, yo.
I was like, what the hell is this? Now I get what everybody was saying. I'm like, this shit's crazy, dog. But I get it, man. That was dope. Have y'all watched Finding Forrest?
I saw that a long time ago. A long time ago, I saw that.
I probably saw it. I don't remember.
I think the dude that was in Finding Forrester, he was in like he got caught up with some controversy with Bonnie's. Like he was buying like his mom a present from the store, and then they didn't want him to shop there or some shit.
Oh yeah,
because he was black. Yeah, because they, you know what I'm saying. I remember that happened like a couple years ago. Forgot his name. Mike, what up?
What up, y'all? What up, Mike? What's going on? The chat's live today. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I'm gonna send some more.
We're doing a new album review for once. You know what I mean?
I know, right? We do all like the old school joints and stuff like that.
I said I was gonna do like more of them for next year, so do more new album reviews and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna start reminding people. Like usually when we go live, I find your channel real quick, and then I go and I Instagram everybody.
Right.
I do like the direct Instagram for everybody, because I know we live now, so it's not you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna take it, and then like usually when we go live. Oh, look at hold on, see, I got my huh?
I say you're looking at yourself right now.
Trying not to, but I'm trying to like I didn't mute it. There you go. Yeah. Trying to be a superstar. Now, but I'm gonna hit everybody up right here now. I just start sending it, man. You can do that too with all your friends and stuff and family. I just send it so we can get the chat going. You know what I'm saying? Any other topics you want to talk about real quick? Just give me like 1 minute. I'm gonna just start typing. I'm just gonna send this to everybody.
Busta, yo, like 90s or 2000s. I love 90s Busta.
You said 90s and which one?
2000.
Oh, 2000 Busta. I might. Well, 2000. Well, yeah, I'm about to say 90s because 90s he put out most of the hits. I'm guessing, right?
Yeah. He was with Leaders in the 90s and went solo. He talked about all that. Yeah. He talked about that. There's an interview he did with the Drink Champs interviews, like 4 hours. I didn't even watch it yet.
Yo, I was watching that, but it was like you said, it was 4 hours. I'm like, this is a long interview, man. And so I didn't. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to check this later. I think I watched an hour of it, or maybe an hour and a half, and then my uncle came by. We was chilling for a minute, and then I was like, yo, man, I said I had to tell him to leave, man, because I was like, yo, I gotta do a live podcast. He was like, what? I'm like, yo, you gotta get out of here. He was like, what the hell are you talking about? You know, you got an uncle, he's older, he don't know nothing about technology, you know what I'm saying? He's like, who? I'm like, yo.
What's good? What's your mix?
What up, Legion? What's good, baby? Good show yesterday, man. He had who you had on the other day?
John Wallace. I was
John
in there.
Wallace, yeah.
Yep.
He's big time now, you know what I'm saying? Guillermo's big time now. You know, you gotta get an autograph before you get famous.
My channel is shadow banned. Why they banning me? I ain't hit 1,000 subscribers yet.
Why you getting banned?
If I played any copywritten songs, I haven't done that in a while.
I'm not. Well, I be doing it, but I do like I do under 15 seconds. If I do play something, and that's it, man. I don't do nothing else.
Are you talking about maybe talking about the intro, the little intro I had on I think it was the Alchemist review. I had like a little intro, but that's at the end of the video. So I mean, I don't know why they would ban me for that.
Ooh,
I don't normally play. I haven't done that since I want to say like maybe the Grand Cooper review. I did that. I haven't done that in a while, so I don't know why they would ban me for that.
Why? Who said that? You got banned? One of your videos got banned?
He said I shadow banned. He said I got shadow banned. That's what Yemo said.
What is that? What shadow ban mean? For the listeners out
there. He said I don't know. I never heard that term before, shadow ban.
Me neither. That's why I said I thought you were gonna explain it to me. I'm like, explain that to me, brother. I don't know what that is.
Mike said he got the alert, so I don't know.
He did?
Guillermo said he didn't get the notice, and Mike said he got the notice. So,
well, I just sent everybody a notice just now, so we can start whenever you want. I sent everybody a notice so everybody can start joining when they want to. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they get. I did. Whoever's on my Instagram, they got the notice. You know what I'm saying? So how you want to break it down? How you want to do it?
Reg got banned. Well, they took Reg's thing down for the Busta album. That's completely gone in the front stoop. They took their shit down too.
Yeah, but you told me they did that live. They used all their music. They played every track, every second of the song. Oh, they crazy, they bugging out.
And they took it down.
Oh man, yeah, they bugging out on that. Yeah, you can't do that. Yep, it gets alerts from everyone. I don't know. Hopefully, it isn't. Salute. Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. How you want to break it down? You want to go song for song, track to track? Like you do a track, like you talk about the track, and then I talk about the track. How you want to do it?
Yes, that's how we're gonna do it. Like, well, you know, like we've been hearing about this album forever, yo. It's been. I know Busta said it's been like 11 years he was doing this album.
Yeah, he said about 11 years, but I thought it was about his last album was what 2012 though, wasn't it? Did he put out an album in 2012?
No, well, the retail shit was.
Year the Dragon. No, Year the Dragon was a mixtape.
Year the Dragon, but that was a mixtape album.
It was a mixtape. Yeah. So
the back of my bullshit is the retail. That's the last retail album he dropped. That was after the Big Bang. That might have been like a 9 or something.
So it's been 11. It's been 11 years.
Mike Powers, what up? Salute to you.
What up, Mike Powers? What up, baby?
Yo, we gotta tell Mike about what happened. Some artist, one of the artists he was playing yesterday, his songs, the song, this one of the songs that I didn't like. I guess he's hitting people up. He hit me up on Instagram like, yo, why you don't like my song? I'm like, who the hell are you, bro? And he said he was from his show. Huh?
Who?
He said he was from his show. Like when remember when Mike was playing the songs yesterday, they're from the new artist or whatever?
Yeah, he played 3 songs from the new artist.
The dude hit me up and he's like, yo, like, why you don't like my song? I'm like, who the fuck are you? I don't know you. Who are you?
I wonder which one it was, because when Mike was playing Smash or Pass,
it was that, and I guess I don't know. Like the dude is looking at the video. Yeah, it was him, Critter Mike. He looking at the video and he's looking at people that didn't like the song and he's hitting them up. I'm like, I don't even remember. I'm like, I don't even remember you, man. Like you hit me up like over what? Because I ain't like your song.
Yo, he's sensitive, man. You can't be. Listen, you're an artist. You gotta be able to take feedback and criticism. Everybody's not gonna like your album. Everybody's not gonna like your song.
Exactly.
It's just like me and you. Like watching people hear our different opinions on this album. They're just gonna be different.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, there's like I can tell you already. My bad. No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say you might like something. I might like something. Come on, man. Like that's all I'm saying.
I can tell you already. There's like 4 or 5 songs I don't like on this Busta album. Is Busta Rhymes gonna get mad at me and hit me up because I don't like those songs?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like that makes no sense.
No. I mean, it's probably about maybe 2 songs.
When these artists do great work, we gotta salute them. When they drop in something that's bad, we gotta give them that smoke.
Yep.
Salute me, fuck. Yo, I fuck with you, yo. Great producer.
Me fucks, what up, baby? What up, Dustin?
Salute to you.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this.
I showed you the text message, yo. The dude hit me up out of nowhere, like, yo, like, why you don't like my song?
Tell Mike to handle that. Yo, Mike, handle that, man. Handle that MC. That's sensitive MC.
Yeah, MC's mad at me now, yo. You know what I mean?
Yo, they don't want this smoke, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I found an interview that Busta Rhymes did like back in 2014 with the Fuse channel, and he was talking about that, like making the album even back in 2014, and how that he didn't want to projects. That's why it took him so long to do this album or whatever, like 11 years, and he wanted to drop like an album that's going to be talked about for decades. So, you know, we've been hearing about it even back when he was on the Conway Everybody Is Food project, the first one. He was caring about the album back then, and he was like, yo, it's coming out with ELE2. So I seen Rhapsody talk about it on Instagram, and Raekwon and Ninth Wonder. Everybody was praising this album before it dropped, and then, you know, he finally delivered, you know, with the teaser trailers a couple weeks ago with Chris Rock. I love Chris Rock, one of my favorite comedians of all time. And you know, that I think he did not disappoint with this project. I definitely think he delivered on a lot of different levels. You know?
Yeah, I think this album's like well due. And the thing I do respect about Busta is that he, like you said, he did take his time. And if you got to think, like I always say it too in some of my podcasts, I'll be saying, yo, these albums are art, man. It's artwork, and they follow you, man. This is your baby. It's like one of your babies, man. You got to treat it with respect. You got to treat it with honor. You got to like really take care of this, man. You got to don't just put out an album, just put out an album. It's got to be quality, and I think this album's quality. Just alone, I might look up the artist later, but I think it's an Asian lady that did his artwork. I think she did it with a ballpoint pen, each drawing. And each drawing took like 6 months or something like that, almost a year or something like that. I think it took 2 years to do four drawings for him that he got hung up in his house. But he took those same drawings, and that's what the album cover is, with the mask and the metal dude. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is dope. You know what I'm saying? So he took the time that he probably had the album done 2 years ago, and then he said,
he's already been getting flack online for like the little little Illuminati symbol on the skeleton image.
Oh, cause like Helter Skelter.
Yeah, because I seen like couple people make like videos about it. Like it's like they think like he's part of Illuminati and all this other crap, and you know, and he have like an abundance of producers on here, man. Like Pete Rock is on here, Swizz Beatz. You got Primo with a track. You got Ninth Wonder with a track. Nottz did the majority of the album.
Nottz and Busta, because you see Nottz,
yeah.
you see Nott's name, you see Busta's name near him.
All right, Busta. He produced a lot of from his earlier albums as well, and a lot of producers on here. A lot of features. When I first saw the track list and I saw like all the features, I'm like, yo, like Busta was he always had features on his albums, but not like this. This is like the features are like mostly carry the album. He got like a couple joints by itself, but it's a lot of features on here. Some of them I like, some of them I don't like. We're gonna get to those. But it's like 22 tracks. The first track, the intro, and it's 2 beats on the intro. Is 1 beat produced by Busta, that's the first beat, and then the second beat is produced by Nottz. And you got like again you got like that demonic voice from the earlier previous albums, like from ELE and When Disaster Strikes, and the demonic voice, talking about the prophecy and plague and terrorism, and then you got like the beat. You got Chris Rock is on it, and he chimes in. There's only 5 years left, nigga. And then you got like the dog haunting beat coming in by Busta, and then he I like his verse, and he says, since a youngin using the pencil to write the mathematics, incorporating the science while I give you the classics, and he also talked about the irony in having Obama being president, and now that he's gone, the world has ended. And he talked about battling his inner demons and settling scores on the first ELE album. And then it goes into the second beat. I thought was done by Pete Rock, even though it's the world is yours instrumental.
That's what
Without
I thought.
the beat, it's like the instrumental without the beat, but it was actually done by Nottz. But I like the way that Nottz did it with the bass line from that classic song on Illmatic. And then you got Rakim, he comes in and he killed it. He says, I tried to warn him with the 7th seal. The world is wounded, it may never heal. Even Mother Nature's getting ill, it's getting real when millions get killed during that deadly weather spill. And I thought I was fired to have Rakim, one of the best of all time, top 5, top 10 easily, to be on an intro like this for like a long-awaited album. I thought that was great. That was brilliant by Busta Rhymes. And then you got Pete Rock comes in and he's chiming in and saying the world is yours, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Love that. And I thought it was great. And then at the end, you got Busta talking about so to the powers that be, fuck your plague and fuck your disease and your sickness that you have inflicted on so many lives. This is the beginning of time to colonization. Fuck your systematic oppression, your racial oppression. And he says, matter of fact, fuck you. And I love the way that he ended off with that intro and just going at the government, going at Trump, and that was a great intro. To me, it's like a classic intro already. One of his best intros of any album that he had, and I love the way that he started this off, and this is what set the tone for this album. The same way like ELE started off with that classic intro, this is how it's like a continuation, and I love the way that he started it off.
I have to agree with you on that, but before I give you my opinion on that, I just want to answer Mike Powers' question. Mike, if you're trying to share, if anybody's trying to share this to IG, you have to go when you go get the link from YouTube, press share, and then you can you can do it on your phone too. That's how I do. I do it on my phone, and I go on YouTube. I find the link and I say share. Then I link it to Instagram direct, and then I direct it to, and then I send it to everybody individually. All right. So yeah. So the first track. So basically, this listen. One of the like you said, I agree with you on the intro. It's probably one of the best intro tracks that I've heard Busta do in a long time. And this is my breakdown. So basically, this I'm gonna give you like how I feel. So this has to be like the longest intro before we ever heard, and before we heard an instrument or a beat, because I think like the guy was talking demonic. for at least a minute and a half, right? Or something like that, right? I was like, yo, I loved it, but I was like, yo, when they gonna drop a beat? You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a movie, which isn't far stretched from Busta, because Busta's really animated and he's like a movie, right?
Right.
All his visuals are usually over the top. Chris Rock has been yelling about Busta Rhymes' album since he announced it. They announced the album, what, a couple months ago? Something like that. He was yelling and screaming. You know, it fits. Chris Rock fits Busta Rhymes, and they both yelling and screaming like crazy. This track is interesting on how Busta and the producer Nottz tackles the sound and the beat switches. You know what I mean? And then when Rakim starts to flow, I'm already 100% into this project, man. As soon as Rakim, I hear his voice, my freaking body broke down because I said, yo, this is hip hop. Oh my God, I'm going crazy. Jumping up and down like a kid on Christmas Day, you know what I'm saying? So, and then how they rhyme, and then how they rhyme over The World Is Yours by, Nasir Jones, you know what I'm saying? This was a great record to an incredible album. Great first record for an incredible album. And that's how I feel about the first track.
Definitely. Like I said, it's a classic intro. I'll put it up against any Busta intro, whether it's from The Coming or When the Justice Strikes or ELE. Definitely a classic intro. I love the way. I'm glad that he got Rakim on there. We got to hear Rakim, and he still sounds fresh as ever. That was great. Great intro. We get the track 2, The Purge, that was produced by Swizz Beatz and Avenue Beats. Dope beat. The track is short though, it's like a minute and something seconds. Busta saying, I'm sorry country, I know you don't want this really, but till we get some justice, we fucking every city up. Drastic measures is urgent, the city burn like Philly blunts. Fire lines from Busta definitely fits with the album again. I love this track, but it was just a little bit too short for me, but definitely a dope beat by Swizz, because I've been, complaining about Swizz Beatz production forever, and I think he's lost his touch. Definitely delivered on this track.
You know what's funny, because you said that. I remember you've been saying that Swizz Beatz hasn't been coming up with the dope beats and the classic beats or whatever. And I was thinking this is probably one of your songs that you didn't like. So I was waiting for your review on this one. I was waiting for you to say something.
I like it. but this is the Swizz that I want. Like when he was still in his bag, like that, all that avant-garde shit that he was doing for the Lost Tapes 2 and all that. I didn't care for that. But this is the Swizz that I remember from the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was a banger.
Yeah. So my review on this, The Purge, man, like you said, it was too short. I go produced by half of the verses, Swizz Beatz, along with Avenue Beats. This is like a 1 minute and 10-second song. That's cool. And it breaks up like the 8-minute song that we just had before, right?
Right.
And I'm wondering who Avenue Beats is affiliated with. I was wondering if he was affiliated with Swizz Beatz. Is that his son or something? Does his son make beats?
I was about to say the son he had with Alicia Keys, Egypt. I know he was teaching Egypt how to make beats when he was like little, like maybe 3-4 years old. So I don't know if that's him, because I haven't seen Egypt in a long time. But I don't like do no research on Avenue Beats. But I don't know. Maybe it might be his son.
Yeah, I figured I asked in the chat. If anybody in the chat know who Avenue Beats is, write it down. The only reason I said that because a lot of rappers nowadays that's in their 40s, they got kids that rap, they got kids that produce. Right. So in my mind, I was like, oh, it's just like it's just like his son or something. Because like if you listen to Stu Bangers, Stu Bangers is a producer, right?
Right.
And I think he just released some like a kid version. I think he got kids. He got a kid.
Little Stu, young Stu. Yeah, he be making
young
videos and put on YouTube. Yeah.
So he's getting that bag for his youngster early, so which is smart. So that's why when I saw Avenue Beats, I said, "Oh, this got to be Swizz Beatz' son or somebody."
Right.
Anybody know?
Yeah. Shout out to Stu Bangers, like that new Labella Medusa album from Ill Bill is fire. Love his production on that.
Oh, you heard it already? You got it?
Yeah,
I heard it.
Dope.
Yeah, I gotta listen. I only listened to it one time. I gotta hear it one more time. It's banging though. It's good.
Definitely. Then we get shout out to Chop It Up Hip Hop. He said he didn't like the Purge song. Okay.
Oh, you did? Oh,
he didn't like it.
That's all right. Each his own, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get a producer name for Christian Paak. We're gonna get you a producer name in a minute, man. We'll do questions in a minute.
So track 3, we get the Strap Yourself Down, produced by. Now this one is produced by Pete Rock and the late great J Dilla. The first beat is done by P-Rock, and the second beat was done by Dilla. And I think Busta went crazy on this beat. We said, I move kamikaze when paparazzi is deep. Include Kimosabi's who copping copies is weak. Volume lines by Busta. I loved both beats. I love from Pete and Dilla. Definitely a banger. This is like vintage Busta, like from When Disaster Strikes, and from the ELE album. Definitely, he was in his bag on this. I love this track.
I love it too, man. What's going on, chat? Mark Q75, what up, baby? Yo, so strap yourself down. J Dilla and Pete Rock make this third track so inflamed, my ears are still hot. Like it's a dope ass track, and the way they changed the beat on Busta while he was continued to murder the mic was special, man. I love this record. This is one of my probably rotation tracks. I like this record. This is a great record. Solid record.
Then we got track 4, which is one of the newest singles out, Czar. The video came out. I believe it was Friday. It came out with MOP, produced by Rockwilder. Dope, grimy beat. I love Little Fame on the chorus. They actually took that chorus from the Annie Up song. Take rings off, take chains off, stuff like that. And love that beat. I wish they had an actual verse from Little Fame and Danzini, but they're actually in the video with them, so they all dressed up in like the
garbs and stuff.
That's a crazy video. That's crazy video. You know what I mean? And I loved it. And then you got in the beginning of the song, you got Chris Rock talking his shit on here. I love that. And Busta, his flow on the track was great. He says, got us running through it, got 100 stupid. Now we about to lose it. Y'all don't want to do it. Fire track. Definitely one of the best tracks on this album. I loved it.
Yo, before I argue my opinion, everybody in the chat, if y'all on YouTube, like the video, subscribe, share the video, support Triborough, myself, and support everybody in this channel. Support Mike Powers, anybody, Mark 375, everybody in here. You usually got a chat.
Chop it up.
Yep, everybody on the side, you know what I'm saying? But okay, Caesar, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, I was going crazy. Like I feel the same way you do, because I was waiting for them to have a verse. And then if you think about this whole album, a lot of people don't have verses. This is usually like they hook or something. But we'll talk about that later. But Rockwilder continued the party with the bass heavy banger with MOP in the background, making the track more tougher than Run DMC's Leather Jacket, dog. There's a video on this track that makes other videos look like elementary visuals. Like basically what I mean by that, when Busta, when Busta does a video, he goes all out.
All out.
He could be in a warehouse, but he make that warehouse look like a haunted house or something. Like he just make it. Right. The videos are so extreme and so insane. Like you said, they got these gobs on. It looked like one of Michael Jackson. Remember the Time video? He was spinning around and going crazy, falling into the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like so. Busta Rhymes, you can't compete with him lyrically, video wise. He'd crush you in a video. If you had to do a video off, nah, man, you can't battle him with videos. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. This track was tough. I wish they did have a verse, because they have that same energy Busta has, that MOP energy. But it's still a tough track. I love it, man. I love the record so far.
And he was on the Annie Up remix. So and he was they were also on the Anarchy album as well. They were on that. I forgot the name of the song, but they were on that album as well. And
yep.
So, yeah, that definitely one of the best songs on here. Is it Caesar or is it Czar? I said Czar.
I think it's Czar. I think you got it right. I think it's Czar.
Now we get to a disappointing track that I was when I saw the track listing, I was hoping it was gonna be good.
Yep.
And it disappointed me. I do not like Out of My Mind with BBD. And I love, I love BBD. I love New Edition. That's
I know you do, brother. Beantown, Boston.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like this song. I think it was lazy. I think, like, if you get Belleville DeVoe on the song, I think it should be an original new song, not taking the Poison beat and stripping down the bass line and then just rapping over the beat. And then you get in Vicky Bell's, the famous bridge part from the Poison song as the chorus. I just think it was done lazily, and it's a big disappointment for me. Do not like it at all.
That's what's up. Now, I'm from Boston. I'm from the Beantown. You know, I grew up with those dudes.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And I cheer for them all day. You know what I'm saying? New Edition, BBD, whatever.
Right.
I kind of agree with you on the song too. I think they got lazy on that track. And then it goes back to what I was saying earlier, how like Busta kind of just took people's samples of their lyrics or whatever and choruses, and he made them records. You know what I'm saying? Right. So for this one, I said I like the way Busta and producer Dready chops up this Bell Biv DeVoe track, but I thought this was going to be an original track. I'm from Boston, so I was really excited, but I'm going to have to fall back on this joint because it's still a dope concept. Because I think I know what Busta was trying to do on the album. Like I said, he's taking these samples, he's breaking them up. He's still giving them credit, like it was a live song or a new song, but some of these songs didn't hit, and this is probably one of the songs that didn't hit. He tried to break it up, and then he did. Then he put that jump, like he switched it up in the middle and tried to put his other song in there, and kind of destroyed the BBD R&B sound.
If you look at the collabs on here, a lot of these collabs are like actual original new songs, like this song you did with Mary, the song you did with Q-Tip or whatever. There's no reason why you can't hit up Bell. It's not like they busy. They're not dropping an album. They're not on tour. It's not like you can't hit them up and be like, yo, get on this new song with me. So he just
Nobody's on tour. Nobody's on tour.
Like he sampled Ricky Bell's part from Poison for the actual chorus. I just think it was lazily done.
But this is what I'm thinking though. I'm thinking, like you said, this was 11 years in the makings, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe like say if it did come out 11 years ago or whatever, maybe I don't know, 5 years, whatever it was. Maybe that song would hit different for us. Maybe we would think it was dope the way they scratched it up and sampled it. I'm not sure, but I'm just saying. Right now, 2020, I'm thinking just like you're thinking. Hey, Bell Biv DeVoe ain't doing nothing but scratching their ass. Remix the song, send it to them, and they can do a new verse, or they can remix it, do a different beat. They could do something to it, but they just didn't do it. And I thought, like you said too, I think it was a little bit lazy. On I don't know the producer Dready. This is my first time hearing his name, but I you know, and you know, Busta helped him, so he must have had a good chunk of information.
The rumor is, Ron, supposedly the rumor is Busta Rhymes wrote "Do Me" for them back in the day. I don't know how true that is, but supposedly
he did. That song. Huh? Busta Rhymes, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Did he have that song already with them and say and ask them, hey, can I use this if I write this song?
Hold up, if he had this song for 20-something years, why didn't he drop it on any of his other albums?
I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Not 27 years ago. I'm just saying 11 years ago. But I'm just saying, like, maybe he was like, I wrote you this song. Hey, I'm gonna use your sample. They said, cool. But then that was 11 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now you putting it out now. I just don't know the dynamics. That's why I was trying to watch the thing before we got on here. But it's 4 hours. I couldn't watch all of it.
11 years ago, I still wouldn't like this song. I just thought it was lazily done. If you got Bell Biv DeVoe on the song, it should be like a brand new song. I was expecting like some New Jack Swing type of 90s type of feel. I didn't get that with this song.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? So that's the first song I don't like, and that's the major disappointment because I love Bell Biv DeVoe, I love New Edition, and that song disappointed me highly. I do not like that song. Track 6, we get to the title track, ELE2, Wrath of God, with the great Minister Farrakhan, produced by Busta and Nottz. And you know, you got powerful words being spoken by Farrakhan on this song, on this track, and he's saying, you know, you need to be afraid today because the God of justice is present now. That's why he said vengeance is mine. And he went on for a long time, you know, speaking facts and you know, powerful words. And then you got Busta coming in, and Busta says, while Trump is present with a mouth screaming louder than trumpets, while you bow to the puppets, I'm gonna stand and stick around for the judgment. So definitely went at Trump. I like that. A great title track. The beat was dope. Love the beat by Nottz. I think Nottz is an underrated producer. Definitely a great title track that fits this album.
Yo, I agree with you. And I think Busta Nottz, I don't know how much flair or how much influence Busta had on this track, but I never thought Nottz was an underrated producer. I've been in Nott's beat bag for a minute, man. I've been shouting him out on my platform all the time. I like Nottz. This song, ELE2, The Wrath of God, featuring Minister Farrakhan. Listen, whenever the minister talks and speaks and gives us some good words, man, I'm happy about it. he blessed a lot of hip hop albums back in the day, and hopefully continues. And he's a good man. He's always been fighting for the black man and stuff like that. And Busta, man, he's just lyrical. Like listen, I'm glad you quoting Busta, because like I was like, I didn't know which one to quote. Because I was like, yo, everything's like dope mostly. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going in on every beat. And I knew Busta was gonna do a political song. Like it was due. So I knew eventually he was gonna have something on this album that, you know, for the revolution and for the 2020 Black Power movement. And this is the joint right here, and it's a solid joint. Now a lot of people can't just do a positive song and make it good.
Right.
Busta Rhymes can, and he did. It's a great song, great record.
And the reason why I say, like, to me, I always felt like Nottz was underrated, because when it comes to producers, I don't hear nobody mention him. It's always Pete Rock or Primo or RZA. I never hear Nott's name mentioned, and he's been doing stuff for years with a lot of dope artists. So you know, the track that he produced the majority of this album to tell people something. Like he definitely brought heat on this album. Track 7, we get the Slow Flow, featuring the late great Old Dirty Bastard. This is the third collab with Busta and ODB. They did the Wuha remix in '96, and he did an unreleased song called "Where's Your Money" from 2006. That was supposed to be on the Big Bang album. And I like the basically, again, Busta just basically sampled ODB's part from "Baby Come On" from Return of the 36 Chambers. I thought it would. Can we get like a ODB unreleased verse or something? I know they have them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he sampled that for the chorus. I like the beat. It has like a video game melody. Like it reminded me of like, you know, Rhymes Galore. That was like a real quirky type of video game melody for that beat. You know, Busta saying how I'm hitting the planet, niggas be calling me Solar Maximum. Fire collab. Produced by Nottz again. Definitely a dope track.
Yeah, man, I gotta agree with you on that. Slow Flow featuring ODB. I always thought I said the same thing. I was like, there gotta be some type of verses that the RZA got that could have gave Busta, or even Busta, because like you think about it, right? Because Busta and them was cool. He was cool with ODB. So sometimes like they have those hidden gem tracks, and they just never put them out because of a certain reason. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's because of clearance or maybe the record label still has it. But like I was agreeing with you on that too. But this Nottz goes in solo this time, because this is the first Nottz beat that was solo. I was looking like this. Oh, Nottz ever gonna do one by himself? So Nottz goes in solo this time on this track. When I saw this track list prior to the album, I was mad excited to hear new lyrics from ODB. I was so excited. I thought it was new lyrics. You have to remember, there are usually unreleased tracks from people that pass away, but this was not one of them. It still was a favorable joint that I enjoyed. Busta spits various classic album titles, giving props to other hip hop legends. Like that's what I was like when he was spitting. He spit Illmatic. I think he spit a couple of classic albums in that verse. And the way he did it was so friggin' dope, man. I was like, yo, that's smooth the way he was throwing classics in that verse, yo. That was dope. I mean, all the songs, I think all the albums he mentioned, I don't think they all classics for me, but like most of them were classics. And I seen what he was going with that verse, so I like that. But I think, like you said, without you know the ODB, I was ready. So when he came on, I'm like, oh shoot, about to rap. And then it wasn't. I go
And that's a track he premiered on his IG story like last week, I think it was, or a couple weeks ago he did that. And you know, I was expecting a verse. I mean, like I love Baby Come On. That was a great track from his first ODB's first album, classic. But I wanted like an actual verse from ODB. You know what I'm saying? Because we got those like on Where's Your Money. There's an actual verse from ODB on there, and the Wuha remix. So, but it's still a bang. I love it.
No, it's still a bang. I gotta give it to you on that, man. I just, like you said, man, like you're excited, and Busta was promoting it like crazy. And even on Drink Champs, I saw that part. He was like, I got something with ODB, and everybody's going crazy, right? I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I said, wait a minute, why am I going crazy? I already heard the album. But I was like, he didn't have a verse. You know what I'm saying? But like he's gonna disappoint everybody in that room because everybody thinks he got a verse and it's just the chorus. But
I'm not disappointed with this track. I'm more disappointed with the Bell with the Vote track than this one.
Yeah, with the BD one.
You know what I'm saying? This one was dope. I like this. You know, rest in peace, ODB, a legend.
Rest in peace, ODB.
Yes. Track 8, we got Don't Go featuring Q-Tip, a native tongue collaboration here. I love it. The beat was produced by Focus, the ARM. Never heard of him in my life, but I like his beat. real melodic. You know, Busta and Tip did a mixtape album a couple years ago called The Abstract and the Dragon. That was fire. They collabed again on The Coming on Ill Vibe. That was a classic track, and they collab on this album. Tip says the Abstract and the Dragon in the Game of Thrones, the Seven Kingdoms are connected by microphones. So that's like a little reference to Game of Thrones. I never watched the show, but I know a lot of people that did and they loved it. And never watched it. I never watched it because it always reminded me of like, see, once Lord of the Rings the trilogy got big, that's when they started to come out with a lot of these same type of films and shows, and it just reminded me of Lord of the Rings, and I just never cared to watch it.
Well, when you get Lord of the Rings out your head, you gotta go back and watch that series. That's one of the best series ever, man. And I'm not, huh?
That's your top. What's your top? Okay, we got to get to that at some point.
Okay, yeah, that's the story, man. I'm just saying, but yo, listen, it's just a dope show. You know what I'm saying?
When you talking about HBO series, though, I got The Wire up there. I got
The Wire probably number one or two.
Even Lovecraft Country. I love that that show. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was like some great HBO shows on here, but I mean I never watched Game of Thrones. A lot of people like I know that like love it, but that's like a little reference to that show. Then you got Busta. I love the chorus, you know, like when they talking about at the end when he says like if your time came before mine, I'd be like don't go. And I think that's like a reference to like the new school generation now. Like, you know, like a lot of these cats, they don't want to see the old heads shine and prosper, and they feel like their time is gone and is you know, it's their new school time. And I feel like, yo, if you get in you know tips from a legend like Rakim or like Cool G Rap, you shouldn't be so quick to push them out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, yo, don't go yet. Like, you know, show me the ropes and show me how to be great like you. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was like a reference to that. So I love that track. So great collab.
Now you're 100% right on this one. Don't Go, man, featuring Q-Tip. See, like I never heard this producer focus the ARM, I don't know, whatever.
I don't know.
But this smooth boom bap beat fits Busta and Q-Tip's vibe. Like it just fits their vibe. You can tell it was like meant for them. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed Busta on the chorus talking about killing it with the slow flow, and he was like killing it with the slow flow. I love the way that goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering if the Q-Tip verse is from when they did that mixtape Abstract of the Dragon mixtape back in the day. Because when I was listening to Q-Tip's verse, like he did mention, like he mentions the you know, the dragon thing, whatever. But I was thinking like maybe that song's from that era too. So that's why I said like in my mind I keep going back and forth. Is this verse new or old? Because it's 11 years in the making.
Right, but I think it's new. I mean they've always I mean out of all the native tongue members and artists, they've always collaborated a lot. Like, you know, Busta was on the Amplified album. You know, I forgot the name of that song. He was on there. You know what I'm saying? Like they've done stuff in the past together. So I think it's the new track. It sounds new and it sounds fresh. Q-Tip still got it. Love Q-Tip. I love Busta, and that was a great native tongue collab and keeping that whole collective alive and relevant in this era. So.
Facts.
You know, track 9 we got Boom, produced by DJ Scratch. You know, DJ Scratch, he produced a lot of the early stuff for Busta on his other albums from the legendary producer from EPMD. I love the beat. There's vintage Busta on this, and he's saying how we fucking shit up. Trouble is at a minimum. Global bitches killing New York way down to Senegal. Fire lines from Busta. Just another one of those vintage Busta tracks. Like you just killing bars, and you know he did that often on this album, and I definitely think it's a solid cut.
I think so too. It's called Boom Bop Boop, whatever it's called. But yeah, I was like looking at the name too. Like, what the hell is this? But it kind of fits Busta Rhymes' description of song titles. It sounds loud, you know what I mean? But DJ Scratch joins the other producers with this dope ass track. This track bangs like when people use to actually add large speakers in their cars. You remember back in the day? I don't know if you remember this, man. They used to put actual big speakers in their car, and they used to go down the street and bump in the hood. That's something that
was done in the Caribbean. Like when they had like the Caribbean sound clashes, the sound systems, and they actually do that in the Caribbean. They have a lot of cousins down there that were DJs and stuff.
Yeah, so I just for some reason this track reminded me of that when I was listening to it in my speakers. I'm like, yo, I can imagine somebody in the hood throwing their mother's speaker in their car and then bumping it down the hood because it is a cookout or something. You know what I'm saying? But this thing's gonna shake the project bricks, man. Like if you got it bumping. I do like this joint, DJ Scratch. One of my favorite producers, of course, from my legendary group EPMD. You know, I love EPMD. That's my group, one of my favorite groups ever. So I'm gonna be a little biased when DJ Scratch is on the mic, on not on the mic, on the turntable, on the producer side.
But he's a dope producer. He always supplied Busta and a lot of other artists with heat, and you know he's back on this album. I'm glad to see him back on the album. And like I said, I like a lot of these tracks. It has that same continuation from ELE, and that's why I liked it. So definitely a banger. Shout out to Renzo, was good.
Shout out to all the new people, man. You coming in here? What's going on? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying?
To, track 10, True Indeed. Yeah, we get to track 10, True Indeed, with produced by Primo. I like the beat. I thought, again, another short track on here. It's not one of Primo's best, but I like it, and it's great to see Primo finally show up on the Busta album because it's never happened before. In 20-something years, he's never been on the Busta album till now. But you know, I'll settle for that. I like to hear Busta over you know, Primo beats. He kill any beat he's on anyway. So definitely a dope track with Primo.
You know what's funny? And y'all, anybody correct me if I'm wrong, because like when I was doing a review, I can't remember DJ Premier and Busta Rhymes doing a joint ever.
Not on Busta album. He's done stuff with like on other Primo, like I said, the Any Up remix he was on, that was done by Premier. I believe he's done other stuff with
like a straight Busta joint, like it's Busta's album.
Yeah, he's never been on a Busta album until now.
So like, okay, because my research ain't wrong, because I go you know, my boy DJ Premier finally blesses Busta Rhymes on this album. You know, I was praying that Primo hooked him up at least, you know, with one of the joints on this album. Track should have been longer, like you said. I think it should have been longer. And like I said, I think this is the first actual Busta Rhymes Primo song, like on Busta's album. So it's weird how Busta's been in the game for over 20 years, and so has Primo, and they never really collabed.
I'm thinking, you know what I did? I was thinking maybe it was like scheduling conflicts when, you know, when Busta went solo, Gangstar was still in a prime. You know, they were still dropping Moment of Truth and, you know, Hard to Earn and all, and maybe they just couldn't get together or something. But you know, we finally get Primo on here, and I think it was a dope beat. Like I said, it's not one of his best, but I'll settle for that. I'll settle for Busta Premier track.
Yeah.
You know,
like I said, I like that. I think hopefully they working on like a 7-track EP or something.
Right.
You know.
Track 11. Now this video just dropped this morning actually. Master Farid Muhammad featuring Rick Ross. Yeah, it's a new single. Produced by High Tech and Terrace Martin. Terrace Martin is underrated as an artist. I remember listening to a lot of his earlier mixtapes from like 2009 and 2010. He's from the West Coast. Definitely a dope artist as well. And him and High Tech collaborate with this beat. It's real jazzy. You know, I like the saxophones. The saxophones, it actually sounds like Kenny G. I want to say on the saxophone, but I know it's not Kenny G. But it has that Kenny G effect when I hear it. You know, it's a real like flossy track. You know, it samples Miss International. I don't know if it's like an original sample, but I know Red and Meth sampled it for Blackout 2 on Miss International. That was a dope track as well. You got Ross on here saying middle school bitches used to call me Bruce. And I was stretching Maybachs and the Coops too. Definitely a great track with Busta and Ross. And I never thought I would see Rick Ross on the Busta album, but you know, Ross, he always kills his features no matter who it is, and I liked it. I thought it was a dope track.
Yo, we're gonna give Ross a fast beat because it seemed like every time Ross blesses somebody's album, it's on a smooth track, right?
That's his lane. That's his lane. It's like the smooth.
Lane. So yeah. So in my mind, it's like, you know, if you go far from your lane, you know, people probably, you know, gonna be like, this dude's stretching it and stuff like that. So on this track, I was trying to find some information on Terrace Martin because I did a review with him, and he did an album called what's it called? Dinner. Damn, I'll get it in a minute, but basically Terrace Martin and High Tech caress this smooth jazzy beat, man, allowing Rick Ross and Busta Rhymes to give you that smooth flow that makes you want to smoke a fat blunt and sip on some wine with the wifey, man.
That's that Maybach music. It's real smooth.
It is like that Maybach music stuff, you know. Yeah. Chris Rock's throughout the whole album talking trash because I think at the end of this one he talks a little bit more trash. Yeah. And you know what's funny about Chris Rock? You either love him or hate him. Like you're gonna love that voice throughout the album, or you're gonna be like, "Yo, why is Chris Rock on the whole goddamn album? Get him off the goddamn album." But I actually thought it was just enough Chris Rock for me not to cuss Chris Rock out. You know what I'm saying? But Terrace Martin, he did a recent project with I'm trying to remember all the people. I think I got the my notes somewhere, but it's called Dinner Party. He did an album called Dinner Party.
Yeah, you know I think it's with I think I heard that it's with Ninth Wonder, Terrace Martin.
Yeah,
I think Robert Glass was on that and somebody else. Yeah. I heard that like months ago.
I did a review on that one. That's a great album, man. Great album.
Yeah. And he had a album come out called Sounds of Crenshaw, and he had like his own like live band.
Yeah,
he's a dope artist. He's a dope rapper, and I believe he sings and he produces as well. So this is definitely a banger on his Busta album.
I give it to him on that. I was surprised to see him on that, like, because I recently just got into him, and I was like, man, this guy. I said, oh shoot, Terrace Martin. Oh shoot, I was excited when I saw him.
Underrated artist.
Yeah.
Then we get to track 12, another current single is out. It's called You with Anderson .Paak, produced by Anderson .Paak actually. I like the beat. I don't like the chorus. Busta's flow was different on there. It's not one of my favorites, but I mean it's not totally rap compared to the Bell DeVoe one. I like the beat. Anderson .Paak is an underrated artist, in my opinion. Love his production. Yeah, I mean, well he's popular, but I mean he's not like, you know, when people talk about like, you know, like you mentioned like The Weeknd or Chris Brown, to me they're more popular than him. But I love his. I think he comes out with consistent albums. You know, Ventura and Malibu's my favorite. Oxnard was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's a great artist. He's on Aftermath, and you know, Dre. I think Dre only did some beats on Oxnard. That's the only album he's been featured on.
Well, let's bless Dre for not doing a lot of beats, because guess what? We wouldn't hear a lot of Anderson .Paak albums if Dre was sitting on them goddamn tracks. You know what I'm saying? That's so like Anderson .Paak is doing his own goddamn thing and coming out. No, seriously, you know that, man. Dre bring it out, man. Anderson on this one, I love the video. You know what I'm saying? It's animated. It just fits. It fits both of these characters, right? Anderson blesses this beat in the track. The video is dope. I wouldn't mind both of these MCs doing an entire project together. They sound like they fit, like they're in that puzzle piece. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I want to see that yet. I don't know if I want to see Busta. Nah, I don't want to see that.
They sound like
the whole album with Busta and Anderson .Paak.
Oh, they got chemistry. I like this song. Like
Busta got chemistry. Where's their album? Spliff and Busta. Where's that album, man?
Who?
Busta Rhymes and Spliff Star.
Oh. I don't know.
Was they supposed to do one? Spit, though. He got wronged.
Yeah, I know. Listen, first of all, everybody in the Flip Mode squad got rhymes. They dope.
Right.
Even the little dude, the youngest member, I forget his name, but you know, Autumn was rhyming tough back then. So like, I never knew. I was so mad that they never like. It's probably contract. See, back then it was harder for MCs and artists to come back out, because they were signed or something, you know what I mean? They locked in a contract. So nowadays, that's why I love music now. I can put something out tomorrow, but if I had to, I mean, I don't rap, but I have that freedom to do that. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. And hopefully now they do, and we'll see what happens. I don't think they got the freedom now because Busta Rhymes is sitting on that.
I don't want to hear a collab album. Anderson .Paak is his own entity. I love him as an artist. He don't need to do no cut. He already did that with Knowledge, that producer, the No Worries album.
Oh, okay.
I mean that's a dope album too. I don't want to hear Busta and Anderson .Paak for a whole album.
Listen, that's my opinion, man. I think Anderson .Paak and Busta, they got great. It's just the chemistry. It seems like they got good chemistry. Like maybe because I'm just like a fan of both of them, and I'm just like, and the song got me so hyped. Right. I was thinking like, yo, wow, this is a great song. And then I was like, I could imagine when I say an album, I don't want 22 tracks of these motherfuckers. I want like you know, the album nowadays, they 7 to 10 tracks. And I think they can do it, maybe an intro or two. I think something like that can really go like platinum, or it'll shake the world a little bit. That's all.
I feel you.
Yeah.
They also performed this song on the Jimmy Fallon show Friday night. So I left the link in the description so people can check that out. Busta also had a live concert at the Apollo on Friday night as well. I left that in the description, so check that out. There's nobody there. It's just him and Spliff starting the band, but I mean it's still a concert. So
no, it still count. Everybody, you know what I mean? They're gonna call it a concert. It's dope. That's good that you're putting that on the comments and stuff. That's dope.
Track 13 we get to Oh No, produced by Dready. Don't like it. I thought it was whack. I thought Busta was trying to do some mumble rap type of shit on it. Don't care for it.
Salute Traumatic.
Salute Traumatic.
Oh, you just that was your review? That was it? Oh,
that's it. Right? I don't like it. Nothing to say other than it's whack.
I was all waiting. Okay, let me try, bro. Stupid. Yo, okay, for Oh No, right? Let me give you what I was saying. Okay, Oh No, this is produced by Dready, that dude again. I think he stole a lot of bass from like hip hop and laced this track. There was a lot of bass in this track, probably unnecessary. The way Busta forecast bars on this track it stands out. I think Busta carried this record with his bars. Busta is on on my hip hop Mount Rushmore all day, and you know what I mean. Like this track wasn't my favorite either, but it was like I was listening. I had to like when the track ain't dope. That's when I really tune into the bars and see if the MC could save it a little bit. And I think Busta Rhymes could rap on. No,
he didn't save the track at all. I didn't like it.
Oh no, I'm just saying Busta Rhymes could rap on a lot of things. You could bang 2 trash cans and Busta Rhymes can make a hit. Right. But so like I don't think it's one of the best beats ever on this album either. It's like I won't say disappointment, but it's not a skippable. I won't skip it from the cut.
I would skip it. I would skip it.
Oh, you would skip this one? Oh no!
Like, there's a couple of them I'm skipping.
Oh no! Don't
there's
skip
a couple
it.
of them. I'm skipping that. The Bevel DeVoe track. Oh no! The next one we're talking about, I'm skipping that. The Don and the Boss.
All right, talk about the Don and the Boss. Talk about the Don and the Boss.
That was produced by Schife, featuring Vybz Kartel. I think Vybz Kartel is still incarcerated. He's a Jamaican the dancehall artist. Don't like it. What to say about it? I ain't care for it. It's a single as well. There's a video for it.
Okay. This is what I said. I said Don and the Boss featuring Vybz Kartel. Like I go dude said like this is like Busta Rhymes. I'm not quoting word for word, but I'm just trying to make it funny. Busta goes, he says, your poo-poo smell like onion and scallions. Yo, I was dying when he's talking about this girl's pussy smell like onion and scallions. I was rolling off that verse. Busta Rhymes and producers, was it Schife or whatever, they stunk up the joint on this one. Usually rap and reggae don't match. But I thought this joint was fire though. When I say they stunk it up, I thought they put some funk into it. And like I usually don't listen to a lot of reggae rap combinations songs. So, like sometimes it's rolling the dice. If you do a reggae, even back in the day, you couldn't rappers and reggae didn't really match that much.
But he's done in the past. He's done like some dope features with dancehall artists. Like I got Buju Banton, Wicked Act. That was from what's the name of that album? I forget the album. I have the album too, but that Wicked Act, check that one. Busta Rhymes and Buju Banton. That was a dope song. He's done stuff with like Elephant Man and who else? I think Beanie Man. He's done some dope dancehall rap collaborations, but I didn't like this one at all. And Vybz Kartel, I'm not a huge Vybz Kartel fan. I know of him. I've heard a couple of his songs, but I just didn't like the song.
You know, it's funny. Like when I first heard this song, I didn't like it. And I think it grew on me. You know, it's like sometimes like you listen to a single and you go, what the hell is this? And then like when you listen to it kind of on the actual project, you kind of grow to like it. Now I grew to like it. I didn't grow to love it. So I do like the track. I wouldn't skip it. This would be a skippable for you. I wouldn't skip this track.
Yeah, that's definitely a skip for me. Definitely a skip for me.
You don't like the reggae man? The reggae man?
I love dancehall reggae, but I just thought, what's the Jamaica? That's the name of the Buju album. It was dropped in '93. And he did the song called Wicked Act with Buju. That's a fire collaboration that nobody ever heard of.
Yeah.
Definitely a dope track. I just didn't like this one though.
Well, let's get into the next one. I know you probably like this one. This one's dope.
Yes, this one is one of the best. This definitely needs a single. Track 15, Best I Can, featuring Rhapsody, produced by Nottz Wonder. I love the beat. It's real soulful. I love the sample on it, the bass line, the hi-hats. Really a dope, solid banger. You got Busta and Rhapsody playing a split couple on this track, and they talking about, raising their kid. And Rhapsody, she says, I was so rude when you was trying to be a father, always gave you drama, never took the kids to see your mama and them. And then you got Busta telling his side of things and saying, should have got I should have got my sister to slap you because you deserve a couple good ones. You denied me time with my son with this bitch nigga you harbored. You let them diss you in front of your kid when you were shitting on his father. So that's basically like, the tale of like a split couple who has a son, and Rhapsody telling her side of things and how she felt, raising up their kid as a mother, and then Busta comes in and he's telling his side of things as a father. And I think a lot of people could relate to this song, no matter what race you are. A lot of people could relate to raising a kid and they're not together. And definitely a track that's relevant to that speaks. It's a timeless track. It speaks to any era. He definitely needs to do a video for this. I love it. I love Rhapsody. I think she's underrated. Definitely a great collab on here.
Yo, Best I Can featuring Rhapsody, man. I agree with you on this track. One of the best tracks on the album. It stands out. Ninth Wonder's in his beat bag, man, on this joint. And with the prize MC Rhapsody bringing lyrical content, this joint stands out to be a highlight of this project. There are not many male joints that become hits, but this is one. This is gonna be a hit from day and night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a hit. It's just like I wanted to make the comment of female and male songs when they usually collab and try to do an actual joint together, meaning like it's the same content and the same storyline or whatever it is.
Right.
A lot of people can't do this, and this is one of the probably one of the best songs I've heard from like a female and a male artist in a long time that was in that bag doing that thing. I love this record, man. Rhapsody, she was underrated.
He said he said that you can't stay awake if you rap. Really? Wow.
What do you don't like Rhapsody?
She's underrated.
Oh, Rhapsody's underrated because
I disagree. I think the thing is, Rhapsody is not out there showing skin. She's not Megan. She's not Cardi. She's not Doja Cat.
It's not even that, Tri-Pro. It's not. You know what it is. I think I know what Legion's saying. I know you know what he's saying. It's basically, and I'm not trying to diss Ninth Wonder. I like Ninth Wonder, right? Like this beat right here is dope as hell, and it's like more faster. It's not even like a ninth. It doesn't even sound like a Ninth Wonder beat. It sounds like really. It's like it just I don't know. It just sounds like a real hip hop dope fast track. Like what I'm saying. It's dope, right? Ninth Wonder and Rhapsody. I don't know. Maybe they're not saying like they. Like I don't know, it's just like Ninth Wonder and Rhapsody when they collab. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Majority of the time it's not. And like I can see what he's saying. It might put him to sleep. It's those beats. It's not her rhyming because she got a squeaky voice. So it's not like she's like putting you to sleep with her voice. She's not like trying to think of a person with a sleepy voice, but she's not that person.
So when you hear like projects like Return of the B Girl and the She Got Game mixtape she did with Drama a couple years ago, and what's this forgot the name of that album. The album I forgot the name of the album, but when you hear those projects, you don't think she and Ninth Wonder like fit?
No, I'm not saying that's what I said. I think listen, Ninth Wonder is in his bag. He's one of no, Ninth Wonder's a great producer.
You think that was a great album?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying Ninth Wonder's a great producer. I'm just saying like I think it's a hit or miss sometimes with them, and I think Rhapsody needs to collab with more producers. Let's put it that way. That's where I'm trying to get at, because I think and I don't think Legion of the Knicks podcast will be saying that if she collab with other producers like Pamil, anybody else that's in the game that's hot.
She did a track. She did Kingship on the She Got Game mixtape that Premier produced. So she can collaborate with other producers. Yeah. The problem is when you in a stable, and I said this before, when you like on a collective with Rough Riders or with Rockefeller, it was all in-house producers. So you got to use them first before you go looking to get Jermaine Dupri or Puffy or whoever.
Oh no, listen, my whole thing with because think about it. Ninth Wonder, want to say he created her or made her, but he got her famous. Let me say that. He got her to where she's at now, right?
Right.
Nobody knew who Rhapsody was until Ninth Wonder started messing with her, and Ninth Wonder believed in her, and she owes Ninth Wonder a rib. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think now that she got that name out there, hopefully she works with other producers. I'm not trying to diss Ninth Wonder. She needs to continue work on Ninth Wonder, but she needs to work with other producers. Maybe Nottz, maybe anybody, these new producers, maybe 38 Special. Like, she just needs to go outside her zone and not just be she's comfortable with Ninth Wonder. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? You got your wife and she's cooking rice and beans every night. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then people wonder why did the dude cheat. He wants some steak.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you have that in-house producer, that might be part of the deal. Like, yo, I got first dibs on your album before you go run into anybody else. Like, look at Toni Braxton. Her first 2 albums, all Babyface. Then she started branching out and using other producers. That might be a part of their contract. Like, yo, I got first dibs being like, I discovered you all. You're on my label. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so it's like, let's hope that's not the case because all the Black Power stuff that she talk about and all the feminist stuff she talk about, she shouldn't be locked in any contract like that. But
like if you look at Shay Noor, like Shay Noor is exclusive to Trust, right? So that means that means 38 Special got first dibs. No,
she's not. That's the thing. You got to give Specials credit because she linked, like, her story is basically she linked up with him. She fought to get an interview with him. You know what I mean? And he liked her stuff, and then he put her on. But her best album right now is with what's his name? Paulo Brown.
Yeah,
that's her best work right now. You know, like 38 Special ain't on that album. You know what I'm saying? Even though 38 Special and her got a great chemistry, and she makes classic albums and records for him too. And hopefully the album that coming out, I think it's all 38 Special supposed to be like real good too. But she can work with anybody she wants. And maybe because it's Rhapsody's she probably in that contract, like I said, maybe some of contracts, she might be wrapped in that contract. But somebody like Shay Noor, there's no contract. She probably she can come and go whatever she wants.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Shay Noor's doing beats. She's doing beats now.
That's something that always bothered me about the Brat, because the Brat being that she was on Social Def, Jermaine Dupri was doing all of her albums, so she couldn't work with Primo and Eric Sherman and whoever was out there that time. Yep. And you see where her career is now.
That's what I'm saying. All the MCs back in the day, I think, like, that's why I said now is a new era, and I don't know when those contracts stop. I mean, they're still going, some contracts, but hopefully these artists are wising up, and they know they can get that bag without these big labels, because they got the fans already.
Right.
So it's hopefully Rhapsody's not caught up in something that she can rap with whoever. Because this year, next year, she gonna have some competition, because there's a lot of female rappers out there trying to take that #1 spot.
Can you see Rhapsody doing an album with Derringer?
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
Think about it. Any rapper that got bars, I can see them rap with anybody. I mean, not rap with going with any producer, because you got bars and you sit with these beats for a little bit, just like Shay Noor did with Apollo Brown.
Right.
Apollo Brown said, "Yo, I sent her the beats. She came in the studio, didn't tell him nothing. He kept saying, like, yo, he's like, yo, she's like, nah, I'm gonna watch when I go in the booth. Every song was just different. She just was doing crazy shit to his tracks. And he was like, what the fuck? He was amazed what she did to the tracks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so Rhapsody just need to get, like, imagine Rhapsody and Apollo Brown. Wow, that album would be fucking incredible. Rhapsody and Apollo Brown, what?
I agree.
Come on, son. That'd be dope.
No doubt.
Where we at?
We had track 16, Where I Belong. Don't like this song. It's skippable for me. Featuring Mariah Carey. Produced by Rick Rock and Navi Beatz. Don't like it. I think it was a blatant attempt at trying to do that other song. What's it called? Baby, if you give it to me, I know what you got, or whatever. That song.
Baby, give it to me.
Yeah. I like that song. I don't like this song. And Mariah Carey is like past her prime now. It really wasn't needed. I don't care for it.
You know, it's funny. Okay, like I agree with you on this one too. So Where I Belong featuring Mariah Carey, man. Producers Rick Rock and Navi Beatz seem to put together a throwback R&B rap collaboration from the 90s. It's okay, but could have been left off this project. I agree with you on that. It's a skippable track. I couldn't get into it. I don't care if it's Mariah Carey or not, man. You know, she need to stick to Christmas carols or something. You know, Christmas is coming up, so she'll be all right. She won't get paid from this song, but she'll be getting paid from, you know, wearing a Santa Claus suit or some shit, nigga, coming up. But yeah, it's skippable for me too, brother. I agree.
Yeah, track 17, Deep Thought, produced by Busta Rhymes. This song I like. This is a real deep song. He talks about the death of Chris Lighty, you know, Violator Management. That was his old management company. He talked about his pops dying. And just like you know, having like intimate conversation, not intimate, but having like deep conversations with his boo, and just like the different things that go on in his head. And I liked the beat. It was real melodic. You know, he also sounded like he was getting at a few people on the song. You know, he says, those who were there for Daddy, thanks for your support. And when I'm long term thinking, see the terms these niggas think on is short. Definitely like this song. It's one of those thoughtful songs. We haven't heard too many songs like this from Busta in the past, but it was like a real like personal song where he was like you know, opening up his heart to the fans and letting them know what you know how he felt about different things going through his mind. So I definitely like this one.
Yeah, before I even get into it, R.I.P. Chris Lighty, man. R.I.P. to a lot of people that we lost, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Deep Thought, man. Yeah, Busta, man. Busta's in his production bag on this joint, along with other joints above, right? Not a bad song, but also could have been left off the album, man. Like in my mind, I think I'm an A&R. I think I'm qualified to listen to a song, man, and be like, nah, man, leave that one off or put that one on, man. But like I always tell people, man, I bet somebody $100 and we can go. And I think I was telling Mike Powers, I don't know if Mike Powers, you're still listening. We can go track for track, whatever era. Pick an era, pick 90s, pick 2000, pick 80s. You only get to pick 10 tracks. I pick 10 tracks, and then we battle like this on here. You know what I'm saying? We'll play the tracks, and then the everybody else got to say, okay, say you play Nas. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a song for Nas. I don't know.
Nas is like.
Nas is like. So you play Nas is like. Yeah. That's your first record, right? And then I play Biggie Warning or something, right? Mm. So now the crowd got to say, okay, Tribal one, Marquis one, right? Mm. So then I go first. And I pick, you know, Mariah Carey. I'm just saying some names, right? I pick Mariah Carey, then you pick J-Lo or something. And then somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm just making a joke. But then somebody got to say, okay, so-and-so won. I can go, let's go 10 tracks, man. We can do that too, a podcast. 10 for 10. We go at it. You know what I'm saying? Like we do a list, and then I show you, I text you my list before it happens. You text me your list before it happens. So we can't switch it out. You see what I'm saying? So you can't be like, oh, I'm switch. He played Nas' biggest record. So I'm gonna try to play Rakim's biggest record. Like you can't do that, like, because I already got your list. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm ready to battle anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I just gotta go.
You're challenging me to a battle, and we're doing an album review right now.
Not right now. Not right now, Tribe, bro. I'm saying I'm challenging you or anybody in the comments or anybody, period. That I got a good ear for. I just got a good ear for music. I'm making a joke, but I'm just saying, but in my mind, let's turn it into a game. Let's turn it into something that we can use and have fun with.
So this song you will leave off the album?
I will leave this one off the album.
Wow. I actually like this song. I think it was real like personal for Busta.
I get it, but I didn't think it mixed with the album. I just thought it was off.
You want him to talk about damnation through the whole album?
I mean, that's what it seemed like the album was when the guy come on in the beginning.
Yes, the theme of it, yes. But I mean, even on ELE, he had "Just Give It to Me Raw." That was a sex song.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying the content. Like, listen, the content was dope.
Right.
I just think the record could have been put on something else. I don't think it fit this record. It fit this album. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think it fit the album structure of like how it was flowing. I think it could have been on something else. Maybe like say you did a bonus cut and he put that
what
on.
About what about the Best I Can song with Rhapsody? That fit on the album?
I thought so. I thought it did. It's the I think it was maybe it was because like it was Rhapsody and it was a female, like I've been craving for another female male track for some time now in my head. So when I heard that and it was so dope and it didn't disappoint me, I said, yo, this shit's dope. And it was one of the dopest records on the album. So I let it ride because it's fucking fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's why I let that one ride. But this one, the content kind of threw me off. I loved it, but I didn't think it should be been on the album. I want to skip it. But I won't skip any tracks on here. Well, actually, I would. I'll skip. I said I'm gonna skip.
There's a couple I was.
No, I skipped Deep Thought, and I skipped. It was another one I skipped. What was the other one? It was another one I skipped too. I forgot. But yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a lot of songs I would skip on this album because I thought it was a solid album.
We get to track 8. Well, it's actually like a little interlude. The Young God Speaks, and the great Michael Jackson, singing "I'll Be There" in acapella style, produced by Busta. I don't know what Busta produced because this is like an old. He just took the Jackson 5 song,
No, he was trying to scratch it up, but whatever he's doing with it, sounded different. I mean, it was the young Michael Jackson, so that's gonna sound pleasing to our ears no matter what as an intro.
Right. And he went into the current. Well, another single. There's no video for this. A lyric video for it. But it's called "Look Over Your Shoulder," featuring Kendrick Lamar, produced by Nottz. I love the beat. I love the bass line. That is classic Nottz production. He sampled the classic Jackson 5, "I'll Be There." I love Kendrick's verse. He says, "My life is like 12 open mics of hopeless notes I write. For sure, my folks unite soon as the floor get nice. The poke to the guys that scare MCs, my prototype for my share of deeds and RIPs." Love that flow by Kendrick. He still got it. I love it. Busta did his thing on there. Definitely glad to see Kendrick and Busta do a collab together. Showing that bridge of new school and old school. And yeah, this is definitely one of the best collabs on this album. I love it.
I loved it too, man. I think it was another standout cut. A lot of people was excited. And I'm glad this wasn't like sampled. I'm actually glad that Kendrick actually threw some bars on here, some real bars on here. The Kendrick everybody was looking for, so it didn't disappoint. Hip hop hasn't heard, Kendrick Lamar in about 2 years, right? And guess what? Chicken butt, man. Like Kendrick didn't disappoint. You know what I'm saying? Busta got. I think what's funny though. I was gonna ask you. They went bar for bar. They both killed it. You think Kendrick outshined, or you think Busta outshined? I think Busta got him on that one.
Kendrick, the way he started off the track, I love it. That's that. I was like that right there. That's Kendrick right there.
Whoever's listening in the comments, man, who y'all think had the better bar on Look Over Your Shoulder, Kendrick or Busta? I think it was Busta. I think Busta got him on that bar. Even though, I mean, you can't, like, it's Busta. Like, Busta was like, I think Busta went extra hard because he knew it was Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I think, like, certain people, that's on your song, you go, yo, hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta really throw some.
I gotta go back and rewrite my shit, I
gotta rewrite my shit, yeah. Maybe he did that. Maybe Busta rewrote his shit 3 times. You never know. But it was dope. It was one of my favorite tracks. I love that track.
Definitely.
And shout out to Kendrick. Hopefully, I know there's some drama about him and his label and all this bullshit. Right. But people need to leave Kendrick alone, man. He'll come out when he come out, man, and it's gonna be dope, man. So just everybody need to relax.
Yep. Yeah, we got the track 20. You Will Never Find Another Me. Produced by Busta Rhymes, featuring the great Mary J. Blige, the Queen of Hip Hop Soul. Love this track. Mary killed it. Definitely still one of the best singers of all time, in my opinion. I like Busta's verse. He said, "Top notch of the block, it don't stop. Chimney hot till they miss me a lot," like Biggie and Paak. Fire. A great collab. And they've collabed before. Mary was on the Genesis album. Busta was on What's the 4-on-1. A great track. I love it, man.
Yo, Mary, I ain't gonna lie, Mary's one of my favorite singers. It's funny, bro. Before I get into my review, I remember like you was on another show and you was battling with that. I think that lady. I don't know. You could say her name. I forget her name.
Queen Pope. Shout out to her.
Yeah. And shout out to her. And you was like, and she was like, "Would you let Mary sing at your wedding?" And you was like, "Yep,
because he thought Mary was overrated. I'm like, yo, I've seen Mary J. Blige in concert 3 different times. I got the ticket stubs to prove it. But and every time I've seen her, she killed it. I'm like, yo, she's definitely the Queen of Hip Hop Soul.
But what's funny is somebody said that before. Queen said it. The Queen, what's her name again? Queen what?
Queen Poe.
Queen Poe. Like somebody said that before, like on a national platform. Would you let Mary sing when you at your wedding? And it was. I forget what it was. So I think she stole it somewhere. But anyway, I was like, yo, yeah, I let Mary sing. Why not? There's a there's a little bit of controversy about Mary online, but let's talk about that in the comments, right? You know what I'm saying? I think there's controversy about Mary.
What's the controversy?
I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Busta Rhymes produced this solo track. I'm feeling this one to the rooter to the tutor. Mary has more hits than Busta. Maybe. You know how everyone's looking for Busta Rhymes to battle?
Well, he's supposed to be battling Missy. No, he's battling Missy.
He should battle Mary J. Blige.
No, he's battling Missy.
Oh, did they say
it? He said it. I don't know when they're making a date for that, but whenever season 2 of Versus comes back, they're gonna announce that.
That's what I was
that's the matchup I wanted to see. I wanted to see him against Missy because he kept ducking Missy like, our styles are similar. No, they're not. Y'all had the best videos of the 90s. That's the only similarity. I don't feel like Missy sound like Busta.
You know what it is? I think people because the videos and the excitement when they came out with a project, it was kind of like exciting for both of these people to put projects out separately, right? I think that's where they're coming from, the energy. They both got energy. But here's the thing: they kept saying Mary J. Blige, nobody can go against Mary J. Blige, right? They kept saying that. Then they kept saying nobody can go against Busta, right? So in my mind, why don't you just have them battle? I know it sounds crazy, but it's hit for hit. That's all. You go hit for hit. If it's an R&B hit or a rap hit, why not? Why can't you put them together battling each other when you can't get nobody else to battle?
I would have put in Mary against Mariah.
Should kill Mariah.
A lot of people don't feel like that. A lot of people felt like Mariah would beat her, but to me, I think Mariah is on her level. Like Busta, there's some people that could battle, but Jay-Z, Nas, maybe LL. You know what I'm saying? They could battle Busta.
Yeah. I wonder why they're not. I know Jay-Z and Nas, they seem like they're too big for.
They're not gonna do that. Yeah,
stuff like this.
LL, I don't know. LL, they still trying to find a matchup for him. I don't know who you put against LL.
Against LL.
Terrace one already said he was smoking.
Yeah, I'll put. I do like a Damn, I want to say Rakim, but he don't got enough hits.
Rakim. I mean, you could use the Eric B and Rakim. Well, that's technically Rakim stuff. You know what I'm saying? Without
stuff, I mean, he's just a DJ in the background. Not
exactly. Without Rakim, you have no group. So
yeah, he can battle him, or because I think what's funny. Like I love LL, and I think he got hits and stuff like that. But
LL got hits.
He's not one of them dudes I be thinking about. That's like one of my favorites, like in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like LL did his thing, but for me, he wasn't really like. You know what I'm saying? He was just like.
Is it because of the image? Is it the image? Is it the image that he had? The whole lover boy.
Yeah.
Image back in the 80s.
I was jealous, man. I was the lover boy in my block. LL came out licking his lips. All the ladies went over there, man. I said, yo, man, LL, you stealing all my lollipop girls, man. You know what I'm saying? My girls from the bus stop.
Method Man, the problem I have with Method Man, I love Method Man. But his discography is shit after his first 2 albums. He don't have the catalog right now.
Don't do Method.
Yeah, he don't got 20 on his own. Like, he would have to use the Wu-Tang shit and then any feature he was on.
He have to use Wu-Tang.
Busta could have 20 all from his albums. He don't even got to use features.
You would have to use Wu-Tang. You can't. Nah. We could, you know what I'm saying? We can continue talking about who can battle who, but LL is we got to figure out who LL can go against and who on Mary and but Busta go against Missy. I won't mind that battle, but I think Busta's gonna smoke her.
I think Missy can compete with Busta. I think she's highly underrated, and like I said this before, where Lauryn Hill left off, Missy took up the torch and she carried it for the women during the 2000s.
Oh yeah. I agree with you.
It wasn't Eve. Eve was right there with her, but Missy have a longer catalog than Eve.
No, listen, I love Missy, man. I got all respect for Missy and stuff like that. Did she have solid lyrics? No, I wasn't checking for bars, but I was checking for her for entertainment.
I think she was decent on the mic. Her albums are her first 3 are classic. Super Duper Fly.
She was the female Sauce Effects. She was like she was making up words and
yeah, but that's what I mean, because she was in her own lane, like her own lane of slang and fashion and everything. Like she was doing everything different from what everybody else was doing. When you had Trina out, when you had Jackie O, when you had Eve and them out, Missy was in her own lane.
Yeah, that's why they comparing her to Busta, because Busta was in his own lane too when he was coming out back to back. He was just killing people on these albums, and people were like, "Yo, who the hell is this dude?" Like did Busta like eat some goddamn gold rocks or something? Like he just became like a superpower after something. Like he went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out Busta and Missy.
Then we get to track 21, Freedom. I forgot the girl in the track. She apparently she was singing, she was doing stuff for Shady, for Eminem on his label, and she's a songwriter as well. She had wrote some stuff on this album, and it's produced by Nottz. I like the song. It's a real powerful song, real powerful message. Busta saying, "Look at all the shit my people been through. Think I don't want my kids to live too. Can't imagine them parents coping in their arms with the breathless body they holding." So just talking about that whole, Black Lives Matter and all the bullshit that's been going on with these trigger happy cops out here. And again, another powerful track by Busta. I love it, and he's touching on social and political things happening in the world today. And I thought it was a dope song.
Yeah, Freedom with the question mark featuring Nikki Greer. Nottz blessed us with another track. Put some respect on Nottz. He's been putting out hits, with the greats for some time now. Nikki Greer did her thing on the chorus. Busta's going down to be one of the best album creators in the game. And then I wanted to ask everybody, what's your favorite Busta Rhymes project? Because we're coming to the end of the this review. So I want everybody to start thinking about what's their favorite Busta Rhymes album. Like while we're about to do the next track.
Yeah. Then we got the last track, track 22, Satanic, produced by Rockwilder. Love the beat. It's real haunting. It's real. It has like dark, eerie melodies on it. You got Chris Rock is on there as well. You got Busta saying, "But now we don't figure the same. Your music is lifeless, and your visuals looking like rituals and sacrifices, making deals with the devil in exchange to be the nicest." But you talking about Illuminati on that. You already know you're talking about Illuminati. I've actually heard interviews with Noriega on Vlad talking about Illuminati, and there's he was talking about like the different doors you got to go through if you want to be a star, if you just want to be underground, and definitely. But I know Busta talking about that on this track, and he's talking about how people praising the devil. There's a lot of devil worship, and there's not enough righteousness and positivity going on in the world. And I love it. I think it's a great way to end the album off, like he usually did on his classic albums, and I loved it.
I liked it too. Satanic, man. I know it's scary season, you know what I'm saying? But this beat got Halloween written all over it, man, or at least the fall season. It just sounded like that. Shout out to Rockwilder. Busta Rhymes made sure all rappers know he's one of the top 10 MCs in the game, period. And this was a standout cut too. I think it's one of my favorite cuts in my rotation. It's just one of the cuts that you go, yo, what is this? And you got to stop and rewind it, man. And it was the last track, and it makes you want to listen to the album again. It's like one of those last tracks to say, yo, I'm about to play this back again.
Definitely.
This whole album back again. And this is one of my favorite albums. That's why I wanted to ask that question from Busta Rhymes. I think it's going to be in my conversation for the end of the year for album of the year. I believe this is going to be in my and for 22. Let me just say something real quick because I want to ask you a question too.
Yeah.
For 22 tracks, 22 not 22 different producers, but a lot of different producers, a lot of different features.
Right.
I believe if I had to grade this album, I grade the album. I'm gonna grade it now. I know you don't have to grade if you don't want to, but I'm giving this album a classic, a 5 out of 5. I know you don't like that when I do that, but I feel this record is gonna be talked about for a long time. This is not one of those albums that come out and then next week someone else come out and they forget about it. We're gonna be talking about this Busta Rhymes album for years to come and all this year. This is gonna be in everybody's top 10 for album of the year. If not top 10, at least top 20. Because a lot of people go real underground with hip hop sometimes, and they might put this. They won't maybe not consider this underground. Maybe it is being their top 20, but It's a great album. It's an incredible album. Like I said, I ain't really skip too many joints. I really don't have to if I don't want to. I can play the whole thing if I want to. I can skip some if I want, like one or two, but it's not something that that I hate, man. This is a dope album. I really believe it's, and I'm not saying like it's 5 out of 5, but it might be it's so close to 5 that eventually I listen to it over and over. I'm gonna keep listening to it. It's a good album. I haven't put it down since. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling you the time I first listened to it. When I first listened to it, I said, yo, man, I didn't even want to listen to it again because it was so dope. I said, yo, if I listen to this shit again, I ain't putting it down. My phone was gonna blow up. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, this is so dope, and I really think it's gonna compete for album of the year. I don't know what you think.
The album, I love the fact that the album is a continuation from ELE. Like if you can play ELE first, I suggest people do that. Like play ELE first, and then play this album. It's a continuation. It was like a seamless thread, in terms of like the production, the album themes, the lyrics. The different producers he had on ELE and on this album. I think it's a great sequel to that album. I mean, to the first one. I love the fact that Nottz produced half of it. I've always felt like Nottz was underrated, and he had Nottz more out in the forefront in terms of the production on this album and the whole sound around it. Mm-hmm. There is a couple songs I don't. The BBD one is the most disappointing because I love BBD and I thought that was gonna be a better track. I don't like that collab. There's a couple songs, that one with Anderson .Paak I don't care for. The Oh No, the one with Mariah Carey, the one with Vybz Kartel. Too many collabs. It's 22 songs, and Busta always had collabs on his previous albums, but they were spread out. With the track listing, when I saw the track listing, like a lot of the collabs were bunched together. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have that many solo songs on his own, but I do like the collabs with Kendrick Lamar and Rhapsody and MOP, because those are the collabs that I think he would have normally did anyway. With choosing artists that he would normally work with, and he didn't go off astray and work with like Travis Scott or some shit like that, or, you know what I mean? So I just feel like it was just too many. This is probably like the album, his most collabs on any album that he's ever done. You know what I'm saying? But it is a solid album, and that's what I wanted. I wanted a solid album from Busta. Too many times we see a lot of these artists from our era where they try to fit in with today's music and today's generation. I don't think they should be doing that. Let the young generation find out who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I am happy that it's a solid album from Busta. I've been wanting this album for a long time. So many years I've been hearing about it, and he's been promoting it and did interviews about it, and he delivered. I will say this though. I think it will be a classic eventually. I'm not gonna be quick to say it's a classic now. I do think it will be a classic in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? I do feel because even though it's 22 tracks, the good outweighs the bad on this. So I'm not gonna penalize it because of like a couple of bad songs, but I do think it will be a classic, and we will be talking about this for years to come. I will give the album a 4.5. Like I said, like if you ask me in 3 years, I do think we will still be talking about this album, but just the whole hype around it. He did deliver on the hype. It wasn't a letdown, and he delivered a full length album. It wasn't like 10 tracks and you've been doing this album for like 11 years and we got some short album. He delivered a 22 track project. You remember when albums was like 20 some tracks back in the day?
Yeah, over an hour.
Over
an hour, and it was actually good albums. Yeah,
right. He did deliver, and I am satisfied with this album. I do think it's one of the best of the year. So I do think it will be a classic eventually. But right now I'm giving it a 4.5. Yeah. But I do think it'll turn into a 5 night classic. Even with a couple bad songs I don't like.
And the reason I agree with you, and I think like I see where you're going with it, because I was kind of hesitating to call it a classic because I don't want you going crazy, because I know you look at me funny every time I do that.
No, that's your opinion, man. I'm never gonna bash nobody's opinion. It's like we all got different opinions, so
I know, but here's my thing. It's like I used to think like you. I used to think like you need 20 years before you call it a classic, or whatever years that you think that the record needs to breathe. Right. But I started getting better intuition with albums, and I started like listening to like really listen to the project overall, and saying to myself, yo, will I really be playing this over again. Like my mind says yes, 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 and then like most of the songs that we probably don't like, the world likes them, and the world's going crazy for like you or the Vibes Cartel joint. They're probably going crazy for the BBD joint. I'm not sure, but you know what I'm saying? We got to look at other people's opinions and stuff like that. You know, people are giving it 4 mics, 4 point, you know, whatever in the comments. So they agree with us in that certain extent. I was thinking this. All those features, right? I'm thinking Busta, not saying hopefully it's not his last album, but I was in my mind, I'm thinking maybe this is his last album and he just wants to, and this is all the people he ever wanted to work with or still work with again, and then close that chapter on himself. Maybe he's going to produce more. I don't know what he's going to do. But I thought this was his last album, but he didn't announce it yet.
The Fuse Channel interview from 2014, he told a woman that he's not a fan of people dropping a whole bunch of projects just to flood the market. He's not doing that. He's gonna come out when he's ready, and he's gonna come out with legacy albums, not just the album just to satisfy people, you know, taste or whatever. He's gonna come out when it's ready. That's why he took so long with this album. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like. And then on this in the interview, the other interview he did with DC Young Fly and Chico Bean from what's that Nick Cannon show? I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, they got the
he talked about that. He talked about how when he joined the Nation of Islam and he met Farrakhan and them, that changed his whole thinking from when he was young Busta and he was all about spending money and all that. It changed his thinking, and that's what led him to doing these album themed projects, from the Coming to When Disaster Strikes, ELE, Genesis, It Ain't Safe No More, The Big Bang. And this is a continuation of that album series. So that's it's like they gave him some book. I forgot the book he was talking about.
I forget the name of the book, but he said it on Drink Champs. I forgot
right. The name. And when he finished with the book, he gave the book to Big Gip from the Goody Mob.
Goody Mob.
Like,
then they changed his style.
Right. Big Gip was always around him, and that changed Goody Mob thinking, and that's how they came out with Cell Therapy and Soulful and all that. And then they gave it to Outkast. That's why they stopped. They came out from, if you listen to AT-Aliens and Equemini, it's different from something playlistic.
No, you're exactly right.
That book changed their whole mental. So this is what he's been on. So I don't think he's gonna retire. I just think he's gonna come out when he's ready. And I'd rather him come out when he's ready with a solid album than to come out with some bullshit and just flood the market just to come out.
Yeah. Like everybody can't do what Busta's doing. They can't produce quality music or be gone for 11 years and put out an almost classic or a classic or whatever, or a great album, right? And I think Busta's in that old school bag. That's how a lot of people are. Like take Eric Sermon for instance. He put out an album last year. I think it's dope. It's called Ernie.
Ernie, yes, that was dope.
But it took him a while to come out again. You know what I'm saying? He don't just come out like every week or every month too. Not saying that's bad, because now there are some artists that do come out every month. We're gonna talk about Flea Lord again, but it'd be quality work. It's quality work because it's just what he puts out. Not every album, not every artist can put out an album every month, and we're gonna rock with it. He just happened to be one of those artists that can do it, and he's on the opposite spectrum of a Busta that's gonna put out more work than Busta in a year, and people still love that guy. I'm old school too. Like everybody used to have an album once a year, and then DMX kind of changed it. He had 2 a year, and then who else started crazy? Then
Nottz did it with I Am and Nostradamus.
Did it, and then like a lot of people started doing like 3 albums, and people were like, yo, that's too much. And then like everybody's attention spans change. So like nowadays, the kids these days, their attention span goes lower and lower and lower. Like I forget what it is. I think it's less than 3 seconds. So like if somebody's watching this, they probably already turned it off, like these youngsters. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't say nothing crazy, we gotta like every 3 seconds we gotta say something crazy. I gotta be like, yo, what's up, man? Yo, I gotta do something so crazy every 3 seconds for people to keep watching this video, because the youngsters' psyche it's low, man. They ready to move on in 2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? That's why people put out so much music.
I hate a French Montana Ghost. Who are you, bro? What are you talking about?
Who's that?
I hate a French Montana Ghost.
Well, what's up to What the Album Noble? Well,
salute, Red Man.
A French Montana Ghost, but he is the GOAT because he is Puerto Rican.
I think Big Pun is better, and he was Puerto Rican, so.
What do you mean you just hate French? You just hate French Montana? Okay. Listen, a lot of people don't like French Montana.
I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that means. What he's saying right now.
I'm guessing he just don't like French Montana.
I don't like French either. But it ain't because he's Puerto Rican. I just don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, is he Puerto Rican? I don't know what he's mixed with. Morocco or something. Yeah, he's mixed with something. I think he is mixed with.
I don't think he puts out good music, but that's just me.
You know what's funny with speaking of French Montana, he's a better mixtape dude. Like right. You know how like certain people are better mixtape people, like Fab mixtape dude. And so is French Montana. Like French Montana's albums ain't that dope. You know, once in a while you have a great song or a great record, and that's it. But no, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, look at this, man. We're under 2 hours. I thought we was gonna be going crazy for we be talking a long time. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. This is good.
Ronnie said you like Westside Gunn, of course.
Oh man, he don't know that? We talk about Westside Gunn and Griselda all the time, man. Westside Gunn is you know what's funny, when I first heard Westside Gunn back in the day, because I've been listening to Westside Gunn for like 3-4 years. So I've been listening to him probably before a lot of people, right? Because I listen to a lot of underground records. So if you see some of my
for sure.
You be like, who the hell is Marquis reviewing? Like, who's this guy? So Westside Gunn, I was listening to him back in the day, the mixtapes or whatever they was calling him back then. And I was like, yo, this dude got an annoying voice. And then I started listening to his older stuff, and he had a regular rapping voice. I go, what the fuck happened to his voice? Because he used to rap, he used to have more bars before now. Like now he got bars, but back in the day, if you listen to his earlier work, Westside Gunn got more rapping bars. Like he's like spitting, like he's going at it, like in a cypher. Like that's how he raps. But now he's kind of like, he even said himself, he goes, yo, I'm more like a entertainer now. So I throw my bars in there, but at the same time, I throw the boom, boom, booms or the ga, whatever he does, you know what I'm saying? So he's entertaining. It's kind of like he's Chuck D and Flavor Flav at the same time. Like he's mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like he's their child or something. So like he keeps up. It's like, yo, he's keeping our attention. It goes back to, you know, the attention span. What a lot of young people like Westside Gunn because he's dramatic. You know what I'm saying? When he raps, and he's fun when he raps. He's bringing fun back to hip hop. That's why I like Westside Gunn, and he's not afraid to experiment and do something new. That's why I like Westside Gunn. See, old French Montana Coke Boys mixtape. See, yeah, those are the joints. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Willis, what up, baby? That's my boy, baby. T Willis, what up, baby?
Salute.
That's my boy. That's my family, man. That's like a brother to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Salute.
We all grew up together. You know what I'm saying? Me and the Willises. What you talking about, Willis? You can say that to him. Willis. What you talking about, Willis? You know what I'm saying? I was saying it because I'm short. You know what I'm saying? They all tall and big. You ever like when you was little, used to beat people up, and then when you see him like 10 years later, they bigger than you?
Yep.
That's Tommy Willis. He kick my ass now. Like he'd be like, I saw him one time. I said, yo, what the? I was like this. What the? I'm like, I used to beat you up. He go, yeah, what up now? I'm like, nothing. I love you.
Eminem is ruining songs. Eminem is ruining his career coming out with these garbage albums.
Oh, Eminem?
Yeah.
Eminem's last album was pretty good though. You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. I mean, I like a couple of songs. It wasn't trash. It was better than Recovery and all that. Yeah, it was better than Revival and Kamikaze.
Revival and all that. Yeah. I thought it was pretty good. I actually reviewed it because it was I thought it was lyrical. You know, he experimented too on that too. So that's another thing what Eminem does. I like Eminem when he experiments. He's not scared to you know, do a crazy beat or have a weird singer on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you see, that's why he said I'm crazy.
Mafia members from worst to best. Juicy J, DJ Paul, Gangsta Boo. I'm not really familiar with like all the others, like Crunchy Black and Lord Infamous and them. I haven't heard enough of them yet. I
ain't gonna lie, man. All I know is Juicy J, man. Juicy J is funny as hell, man. Like he be rhyming, dog. He got a song with some chick, man, and it's I forgot I got it as a single like on my phone, yo. But it's hilarious, man. Every time Juicy J come on, I'm like, yeah, I gotta hear his verse because he's always saying something disrespectful, nasty, and saying, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, Juicy J is. I think I was playing it one day on here. I played this song and I think you was like, "What's that?" But I was live one day and I was playing it. You was like, "What are you playing, Marquis?" I'm like, "UCJ is some chick."
I say that a lot to you though. You be playing some crazy stuff.
I've listened to a lot of music, man. So you know what I'm saying. Shout out Mike Powers. He's still listening. He gave us some props.
Salute, Mike. Wacker, what up? Salute to you. But favorite song Nottz produced. It's a lot of songs he produced, yo.
That who produced
I don't even
Nas?
remember all of them. Like he did a lot of stuff for Busta on his previous albums. He did stuff for Asher Roth. He did the Bad Seeds. Shout out to Bad Seed. He did an album with him. He did a lot of stuff. Now, like I said, I always thought Nottz was an underrated producer.
Oh, Nottz. That's what he said. I thought you said Nas. I'm like, Nas is producing. I'm like, what are you talking about?
He spelled it wrong. He said Knox. He meant
Knox.
Knox.
Okay, I'm about to say,
I'm like
whoa.
Knox, Kevin Knox.
I know. I'm like, that's what I said. I'm like, yo, what are you talking about, dude? Yo, Nottz is, like we said earlier, Nottz is underrated. He's dope, man. You got some good cuts on this one, on this Busta album, man. Like, shout out to Nottz, man. You know, that was in my notes to shout him out. Like I said, I gotta shout Nottz out and make sure I put it in my notes that I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like you said, he's underrated and he needs to get his name out there more in podcasts or just in conversation of hip hop and producers.
I agree. You know what I'm saying? Favorite rap group. What's your favorite rap group?
My favorite rap group from back in the day would be EPMD. I'm gonna keep rolling with EPMD. And then it became Mobb Deep. And then it became what other group? I liked the Fugees, but they only had the one album, so I was mad that they had the one album. So it had
the one good album.
One album. That's what I'm saying. They had one album. So it's like EPMD and Mobb Deep. They
gotta make that clear. They had two albums, and one was good.
Yeah, they had two albums, and one was good.
And they had an EP. That an EP.
The EP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what's your favorite groups?
I gotta put Wu, definitely Wu, Cypress Hill. Love Cypress Hill.
Yeah,
Mobb Deep, P Rock and Seal Smooth, Gangstar.
Yeah.
There's a lot. De La Soul.
De La Soul. Yeah, De La Soul's one of my favorite groups too. I forgot. I don't know why. I'm just thinking about two for some reason. I don't know why. I thought he said two. I thought he said pick two groups. I don't know.
No, he just said, I like all but I can't just pick one.
Man, who else? Ghetto Boys.
Ghetto Boys, right?
Yeah, Ghetto Boys. NWA.
Outkast,
NWA.
Yep.
Of course, you said Outkast. Yeah, Outkast. Man, it's mad groups, man. What's your favorite groups, man?
Run DMC. I'm not even picking nobody from the 80s. Run DMC, Houdini, Force MD, UTFO.
Yep.
Salt and Pepper.
Those mad groups, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the posses. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, put them as a group too sometimes. Shoot, I like the Force MDs, yo.
I never Force MDs. Nah, but I didn't like that matchup. Busta
T.I.
is a better matchup to me than
T.I. Yeah, they saying Busta and T.I. T.I. was scared of Busta, man. Come on, man. Put it out there. Busta challenge.
Yeah, but I don't think he should have. I mean, T.I. got classic albums too. I think he went on a 6-album run from like I'm Serious to like Paper Trail. He definitely had an argument of who was the king of the South at that time. You know, him and Weezy and Ludacris. But I don't feel like that matchup was good for T.I. That's what I'm saying. Like T.I. and Ross could have been a better matchup. You know, or you got T.I. and Jeezy coming up. I think T.I.'s gonna beat Jeezy, but that's just me. I've always been a T.I. fan.
I like this question that Jonathan Jackson says. He goes, if Libra, the album that T.I. just put out, in ELE2 was in verses only, just those two albums would win.
I didn't hear Libra yet.
I'm gonna say Busta. You think Libra album's better?
I didn't hear Libra. I gotta hear Libra. I didn't hear.
You didn't hear it. No. I heard Libra. Libra's pretty good. It's a good album. I don't think it's good, but it's not near a classic. I think it's probably a full mic album. Maybe it's probably a full mic album for me. Libra, but I gotta hear it one more time. I only heard it one time, so I gotta hear it again. It might go up. You know what I'm saying? It might go down. I don't know.
Favorite song DJ Scratch produced?
Halloween was good. Butcher. Did you butcher anybody? Did you kill anybody? Butcher.
That up, Ryan.
The Butcher asked about Halloween.
I gotta see. I just told Marquis I'm gonna binge watch season 2 tonight of Mandalorian. I didn't watch it yet.
Which one?
The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. Like I said, I ain't watch it yet, so don't be talking about it on here and mess up my whole goddamn.
I'm not giving nothing away.
No, I'm just saying. It's love having said I will crush. Yo, Mike talking trash. What's up? It's love having said that I will crush you. Yo, Mike, what's up, dog? Mike, come on, Mike Powers. You already know I challenge you on your show, my show, Tri-Borough show. Let's go, baby.
Oh yeah, you want to battle people on here? You said like a 10-song battle.
Yeah, I let Mike pick the genre. What year? You can do 1 year, 94, whatever year. You can do a year. You can do 10 years, 10 songs. Let's go, baby.
As long as we don't get copywritten for nothing, because Gamo said that it was shadow blocking me and shit on you.
Yeah, we have to be careful. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have to like maybe play like we try to play the whole song, but if we we get flagged, you just cut it off. And then I think that's how Mike does it on his show. Mike, tell us how you do it, man. But I know he be playing songs. Sometimes you get flagged, he just turns it off. So
Mike got artists coming at me talking about why I don't like these songs.
Yo, Triborough. Yo, people be trying to test you, dog. Yo, listen, now you know me, nigga. It's on now, dog.
I don't worry about all that, man. I just listen. If you don't like what I say, don't watch me. I gotta speak my mind, yo. That's just how it is.
Tell them to come to my chat. Tell them Marquis don't like your song either, nigga. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Fuck them niggas.
And I don't. Like I said, I don't know if he just hit me up because I didn't like it, or if he hitting up everybody else that don't like it. I'm like, yo, why you bothering me? Like,
I can't remember if I liked the song or not. But I didn't like all 3 songs, so I can't remember if that was the one I didn't like or not.
I don't even remember this song. I know I said one of them I didn't like, so I'm like, that must have been his.
That gotta be his song, dog. He was in his feelings, man.
He saw the video. He's like, oh, I'm gonna look for him on Instagram. Okay.
Yo, but think about it. He got to search your name, write it down for you.
That's what he did.
And then he gotta like request you. I don't know if he requested you. He might have just emailed you. But yo, that dude was in his feelings.
He didn't request me. He hit me up in DM or whatever. I know. I'm like, who the hell is this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't even know you, man. Like, why you worried about me?
Y'all rock with Mozzie?
Nah. That's the dude from the West Coast. I ain't care for Mozzie. I think he signed to the Aftermath or Shady.
I haven't heard him yet. T Willis. I gotta check him out. I'm gonna put him on the list right now. I got the list right here just in case I gotta write something down. It was
Marvin contact you in regards to who the hell is Urban Influence? Who's that? Huh? No, I'm reading the Jonathan Jackson what he said. Did Marvin contact you in regards to Urban Influencer? Who's that?
Marvin, did Marvin contact you in regards to Urban Influencer? That's the question. Who's that from? Me of Triborough. I don't know no Marvin. You know Marvin?
I didn't get nobody in here.
I don't know no Marvin, dog. I don't think I do. You believe
everybody got their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like people love There's a Dark Side. I don't care for it. I like some songs. I'm not saying it's a whack album. It's just not my favorite Redman album. So I don't need people coming at me like, yo, like, why you hate There's a Dark Side? I'm like, yo, I don't hate it. It's just not my favorite Redman album. They all bangers on it.
I don't know why people can't listen. Me and you don't like the same music, but we get along because of that. I think that's one of the reasons
we like the same music. We might not agree on the same.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun. It's fun sometimes not to like something, and have different opinions. You're not supposed to be the same person. Listen, if I don't like your track, I don't like your track, dog. Exactly. Like I told you, I be reviewing the music, and I don't know if they do this to you, Triborough, but there's a lot of artists that send me their music and want me to listen to it. So I do listen to it, but I do tell them in the beginning. I say, yo, dog, if I don't like it, I'm not reviewing it. And I'm just gonna tell you, can I give you some feedback? And they say, yeah, give me some feedback. And they usually take the criticism, and they don't go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, but
that's how a lot of them I get requests from. That's how I met Bobby J from Rockaway. Salute to him. He's a dope artist.
Jonathan Jackson.
Room 8. He's from Arizona. He's a dope artist. I get a lot of like new artists, and I check their music out, and I tell them like, yo, like I like your project. It's dope. Keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Bobby J from Rockaway. He working with Static Selector, and he's a dope artist. So I'm not gonna lie to them. If it's whack, then I'm gonna tell you like, well, I might not say it's whack. If I fuck with them like that, I'll be like, yo, you need to work. Like Reg does music, and I tell Reg like, yo, you got to work on your mixing and your mastering because it sounds a lot of the songs sound fuzzy. It's not clear when I hear it, or you need to work better with your ad libbing on certain songs. So I don't lie to Reg. Like Reg is his own artist, and I tell him straight out like, yo, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. So
yeah, that's what's up. Jonathan, hit me up on a side note, man, and hit me up on my Instagram because that question was for me, but I can't recall that guy Marvin's name. But hit me up on the sidebar. You know what I'm saying?
I got jokes.
What do you say?
The Mr. Cheeks album, you didn't like that? John P. Kelly album?
You talking?
That was dope. I like that Mr. Cheeks album. That was dope.
You clown. You know all your records that you like. So you know mess with you. You know what's funny though? You bring up Reg. I did hear some of his music. I agree with you on a lot of that, and hopefully if he does see this, he respects my opinion too, because I think a lot of it sounds undone or sounds like it's not mixed well, or the quality sounds off. Does he know any producers? Anybody? I'm
trying to there's a couple producers on Instagram that I fuck with that I want Reg to like hook up with them so that they can work with him.
Yeah, use your connections. Like listen, when I have people, I try to hook up rappers with producers with rappers. We got to use our connections, man. Like, we know, whoever we know in the chat or whoever we know in our personal life or whatever. If you know a person that writes books, and you want to write a book, I'm going to introduce you to that person.
Where's Christian at? Because Christian said he was doing beats or whatever.
Yeah, where'd Christian go? Yeah, he said he's making beats. He's supposed to name me too. He's supposed to name me.
If your beats is dope,
I name you as a producer. Where you at? You still here?
Yeah, you said you wanted a name or something.
Yeah, he wanted a name. He said, give him a producer name.
Yeah.
What was his name? Christian something? Christian what?
Paak. I gotta hear your stuff though. I ain't hear nothing from him yet. I didn't even know he was producing.
I was gonna say Christian Whale, Christian Bale,
Christian Bale,
Christian Bale. I don't know. Like I gotta hear, like you said, I gotta hear some of his music, and maybe like that his beats will make me remind me of something that's a dope producer name. But I do got some crazy names I can name them. So if he's still on here, tell him to hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I mess with him. I mess with him. At least listen to the beats.
I'm not gonna like sugarcoat shit and lie. You know what I'm saying? That wouldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been artists that got mad at me because I didn't like shit on Instagram. It's been, like I'm talking about big name artists, not like unsigned artists. There's been big name artists that don't like what I had to say in the past, and I'm like, oh, well, you want me to lie?
Dog, yo, you honest. That's one thing I like about you. You're honest too. I'm gonna tell somebody, yo, man, I don't like it. I ain't rolling with you, and you got to. You can't be a yes man.
If I say Eminem is one of my favorite rappers. He's in my top 5 all time. But Eminem ain't making classic shit no more. So Eminem get mad at me for saying that, then that's what it got to be. I'm not gonna lie to him.
The Butcher, right? The Butcher talking about you got to start from somewhere. Yeah, you got to listen. I just started doing podcasts maybe 9-10 months ago. If you watch my first podcast, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting better and better. I take pointers from Triborough. I take pointers from Mike Powers. I take pointers from Joe Budden. I take pointers from whoever.
How did you know what I'm saying? This whole Mary and Busta thing? You started this because I don't see Mary battling Busta. Mary said she's not doing it anyway.
Yo, Busta would. I don't know who's gonna win, but Mary got hits. Busta got hits. I think it'll be a great battle, a great celebration. Powers. It'll be a great celebration. You think Mary
have singers versus singers, rappers versus rappers, bands versus bands? That's the way it should be.
Maybe like New Kids on the Block versus New Edition.
New Edition will win that. and I grew up with both of those groups, but New Edition is taking that.
Yo, Ronnie, I like Jermaine Dupri. I mean, as a rapper, no, but I like him as a producer.
He's definitely a great producer. And
I like him as a businessman. He's one of those dudes that got money, not just come from hip hop. He got money because he made the right moves, and he's making more than one move. He doesn't have one job. He got various jobs of income, and that's what I support when people are striving and trying to get other income and they're not just focus on one thing. But he does what he loves and he makes money. So that's what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I like Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, definitely. Remixes, great R&B stuff.
I didn't hear nobody say what their best Busta album was. What's your favorite Busta album? Memphis Bleak, Coming of Age, or Understand album? He's talking about Memphis Bleak. What about Memphis Bleak? You like Bleak?
I gotta restart this.
Oh, okay.
Hey, stay right on. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah. Yo, Memphis Bleak. I like Memphis. Man, Memphis Bleak is dope, man. What's going on? Triborough be back, man. We got a little technical difficulties. But yo, Memphis Bleak's last album is dope, man. It's fire, man. It's fire album. I think Memphis Bleak's mixtapes prior to his album was dope too. But he was doing all those mixtapes, the Dream Chasers and all that stuff like that. He was killing it, you know what I'm saying? Favorite song from Jermaine Dupri? I don't know, man. I might have to say Jump. No. Yo, I got a lie, man. When he did the Chris Ross album, that was dope. When he did the Brat album, Functified, that was a good album. Jermaine Dupri did a lot of things that you probably don't remember, man. I gotta look at his catalog. That'd be a good podcast to do if you want to just do all Jermaine Dupri. You know what I'm saying? Or just honor them. We should start honoring some producers and some beat makers and stuff like that too. I don't see why not. We should. I did yo Butcher. I listened to the Common album. I listened to it once. It's pretty good. A lot of people don't rock with Common because he's too positive. I like Common. You got to mix it up sometimes. You can't listen to I'm Gonna Kill Your Mother every night. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while you got to switch it up. Listen to some R&B. Once in a while you got to listen to some Common, some conscious rap. Common got a great album out. Hopefully I'm gonna review it. I got to listen to it a couple more times, and then I might review it. It's a great album. What did you think about the album? Anybody else listen to the new Common album? It was a really good album. I thought it was great. Butcher says, when disaster strikes, that was a great album. Great album by Busta Rhymes. The Coming, Ronnie says. And then when disaster strikes, Ronnie Carlous says it as well. When disaster strikes, Jonathan says for Busta. Oh, Leaders of the New School release. Yo, they only did the one album, man. Leaders of the New School only did that one album, I believe. Or did they do 2 albums? I think there was one album. It was a hot record, you know what I'm saying? And I heard they I'll listen to yo go listen to I know it's 4 hours, but I'm gonna break it up too. But Busta Rhymes is on Drink Champs. I'm gonna break that. It's like 4 hours long. But I heard him say something about how him and they broke up. Him and Leaders of the New School broke up when they was I don't know if it was with Big Tigger or it was on one of them shows back in the day. I forget. He was on one of them shows back in the day and they broke up on the show or some shit. I'm like, oh snap. Bleak's still the man. Bleak's good, man. You can't smash Bleak just because of that, man. So Leaders of the New School did 2 albums. Okay, I gotta do my research, but I thought they did 1, but I guess they did 2. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Listen, man. I wish I could play some live music, man. I gotta figure it out. I know I'm gonna talk to the legend in the Commons, Mike Powers, man. He knows how to play that music and get away with it, man. So I gotta figure that out. What you guys listen to now? What's y'all listening to right now, man? Tell me what albums y'all listen to right now. I'm gonna tell y'all what albums I'm listening to right now. I'm gonna give y'all a couple to listen to. Taj Malik, he's from Boston. He got a couple albums out. Check him out, Taj Malik. Blanco 3 by Millyz, Millyz. He got a good album out. Sa Money, S.A. Money, Mastered the Art. It's a good album. Check that out. I just reviewed Gorilla Ween, Volume 3 by Sheik Luch. I called it my Halloween special. I did that one. I pushed Ty Phoenix all day. See, I'm gonna write that down. Ty Phoenix. Is that spelled right, Jonathan? I'm gonna see. I gotta catch up on so much hip hop out there or music. I can't get to everything, but I'm gonna try to get to Ty Phoenix and check that out. ASAP.
Yeah, my bad.
Listen, ASAP Ferb. Yeah, ASAP Ferb's a dude. I was just quoting albums to tell people to go listen to. RJ Payne. Go check out RJ Payne. Go check out Sam Smith. I just listened to a couple tracks, but it looks like it's gonna be a banging album. I don't know.
I haven't heard Sam Smith since the second album.
Yeah, I've been on Sam's. I've been on R&B. Go check out Flea Lord, Rock America with Ito. I think Ito stole the show on that. Ito's dope on that one. Go check out Illinois from The Cloth. The Cloth. Illinois put out one of the rappers from The Cloth.
Is that the same? Is that the same? That's the same Illinois from Duckdown, or that's somebody else?
Nah, it's a different Illinois.
Oh, okay.
This dude's from The Cloth. It's like they kind of like, I don't want to compare him because they said don't compare him to Wu-Tang or nobody, but it's a group that got like 7 members in it or something. I forget how many members, but it's a lot. It's a lot of dudes. They dope. I think they from Tri-State too, up there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They up there. They one of the New York groups that's bubbling and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
But I was asking what's everybody listening to. Everybody saying A$AP Ferg. They said Freddie Gibbs.
You heard the Sheik album?
The Sheik. I listened to the Sheik album. I did a review on it.
Right.
He got 4 out of the 6 of them is like horrorcore songs, and then the other 2 should have been on his other album. He got like 2 feet. He got a song with Joel Ortiz that could have been left off because it's not like a scary track. And then he got a song with Dave East he could have left off. They're good tracks, but you don't put it on a horrorcore Halloween album. You know what I'm saying? All the four tracks had Halloween-based scary music in the background.
Conway album is fire. I love that album.
Yo, that's Conway, the King to the God. I'm still listening to. That's an album I haven't put down yet either. That's what I'm saying. So that's gonna be a talked about album for album of the year too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's certain albums that you just don't put down, like, and you're gonna keep listening to. You know what I'm saying? Like, name an album in the beginning of the year that you still listen to.
An album from the beginning of this year?
Yeah.
Most of the albums I like came after the beginning of this year, you know, like any of the Griselda stuff and Stove God Cooks. I still love that album. The Gorilla Twins with Nems and Ill Bill. I still love that album. Shay Noah and Apollo Brown. A lot of the stuff came out in the summertime for me. Like a lot of the great albums. I'm trying to think. Like I didn't bump. Like Ignatius came out early in the year, but I didn't bump the Jadakiss album a lot.
Stove God came out in March, so that'd be a good album that came out in March.
Stove God was good. That was a good
album. I named classic. Everybody gonna go crazy, but I think that's gonna be an album that's gonna be in my top 10 albums of the year.
Circle, Mac Miller album was good, but I played Swimming more than Circles though.
Yeah, it was good. Mac Miller was good. You might go crazy on this one, but I still listen to Uncle Murder. He put out an album in January of this year, and I think it still holds up. It's still pretty good. I just like he talks a lot of trash on the album, and he got the ad libs in the album, and he picks great beats and great features. And they usually collab pretty well. So I do like Uncle Murder's.
Never liked Uncle Murder.
You never like Uncle Murder?
Nah, never liked him.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. Listen, did you listen? Did you hear that album though?
The Uncle Murder. I've never listened to. I listened to like one of his mixtapes back in the 2000s, but I never listened to like none of his other stuff.
I'm telling you, man.
It's dope.
Nah, it's a dope album.
He's on G Unit, right?
He's still with G Unit, yeah. Okay. You know what's funny? It's like a lot of, because like, he was a mixtape dude, and he wasn't like the greatest bar dude, but like, I swear to God, if you go listen to Don't Come Outside, I think it's volume 2. I think it's volume 2 or something like that. It came out in January or something like that this year. It's pretty good, man. And here's my thing. It's the way you put the album together. You could be the wackest rapper. Like, think about who's a whack rapper that. Let me like Group Home. Group Home from Gangstar was not the best rappers. I keep saying that to people, but the album is classic. It's dope. The beats saved it, of course. Premier killed it, but just the way they was flowing easily, it still reminded me of easy loving hip hop from back in the day. You know when they would say hip hop to the window wop wop? Right. They was rapping like that in the future, like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like people was like, yo, they don't got no bars. I'm like, yo, this is still dope the way they laced it on the track. Right. They flowed on that track. So Group Home was still dope. It's a classic album.
Because of the production.
Because of the production and the way they flowed off it. Even if it was easy raps. Right. I think I could rap better than them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And I can't rap. You know what I'm saying?
What about Pray for Paris? You still bumping that?
You know which one I'm bumping from him? Let me look at West Side Gun because I don't want to say the wrong album.
I'm still bumping Fly God 2. I think Fly God 2 was dope.
I'm still bumping. You know what's funny? Which one I'm bumping?
Anybody like The Game? Yes, The Game definitely is a dope rapper. I like his first couple albums, Documentary and Doctor's Advocate.
LAX. Which one you bumping? I'm bumping Fly God is an awesome album.
Yeah, that joint, that Fly God 2, that joint. I like that album, man. I don't hear really nobody talk about that one.
I like Fly God is awesome. God, I like that one.
Yeah.
Part 2, God, yeah.
That's
Part 2. I like that one. There's a guy Stove God Cooks on there, he killing it.
Yep.
On there. Keisha Plum, Rome Streets.
Yep.
He got some spitters on here, and I was like, yo, he's killing it, man. You know what's funny? He knows the formula. He gets great production.
Right.
He gets great features, and then he just does whatever the hell he want to do, sing, go crazy, and then it's usually a good album. So,
Dave East, did Survival come out this year? That was this year, right?
It came out. I reviewed the first one, and then he just came out with a bonus one, like bonus tracks on it. You know, like how you come out with another one. I didn't listen.
I heard Survival when it came out, but I don't know if I was the beginning this year or last year.
It was this year.
It was this year. Okay.
When he's on a bike. I reviewed it. So you go check out one of my reviews. Who's that? Who's Mike Morgan? Go check out my review on my channel, Marquis Walker.
I didn't know. Some of the songs that the songs he picked for the singles I didn't like though, but I like the album.
Yeah, I like the album. I like Dave East, man. Dave East can flow, man. I like the way he rhymes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like the way he caters to the beats, but I like the way he's
I don't care for him. Chance the Rapper. I like Acid Rap.
That Murder was tough. Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, go listen to that.
Acid Rap was, to me, that's Chance's best project. I like the Coloring Book as well, but I didn't hear his recent album.
Yeah, Coloring Book was good. I like Chance the Rapper. Like he's a hit and miss sometimes. He's a hit and miss rapper for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The game album was dope. A lot of people was calling it. I didn't think it was a classic album. I thought it was his last album supposedly.
Born to Rap?
I think it was Born to Rap. Yeah,
that was no classic. Nah, it ain't no classic.
I would give it like 4 mics out of 5. It was a good album. The game of rap. I like the game. The game.
Yeah.
Remember that diss record he did? Who he dissed? He had a diss record against somebody.
50 and Gene.
Nah, not that one. No, he dissed somebody else. It was a long rap. He was dissing somebody for like 10 minutes or something. Who was he dissing before? It was like, what's a Nicki? Who was going against Nicki Minaj?
Meek Mill?
Oh, yeah. I think he was dissing Meek Mill. I think it was the Meek Mill song. I think he dissed Meek Mill, didn't he? Like for like 9 minutes straight or some shit.
I remember the freestyle. I don't remember who was on that, though.
Nah, it was just him fucking killing it. He's like, yo, that if I could find out when I forget what it was called. Y'all know what the game diss track was that he was dissing everybody? I forget what it was, man. That was my joint, but he killed it. Like, I'm like, the game's, yo, I'm not trying to battle the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nope, not me. This record. I'm gonna try to find it right here.
Happy early birthday to Wacker. He said he's turning 16. He's starting to feel old.
What?
Really? He's starting to feel old?
Happy birthday, man. 16? Yo, when I was 16, man, I got some stories for you, man. I can't shoot. I got 16, dude. You crazy?
Boy.
The old 16. 16? I would love to be 16 again, man. 16, dude? He's bugging, dog. Word. Check out my YouTube channel. Thanks, Antoine. Sign up, man. Tell people about it. Check out Tri-Barrel's joint too. I hope you subscribed already because you're already on it. You see?
Yeah, game is definitely fire.
So I thought I had it.
What you looking for? The freestyle?
Yeah, I was looking for the one he's dissing Meek Mill, but I ain't gonna look for it now. Whatever. But but that was a good one though.
Yeah.
The game is one of the best battle rappers. Yeah. This one, Marquis. Turn 16 upcoming Friday, starting to feel old. This dude bugging, man. You bugging out, man.
Yeah, what are we? We want the grandfather to see you then. Shit.
He's saying better discography, Bad Boy or Death Row.
Better discography?
That's a good one.
I still want to say Bad Boy up until a certain point because once the 2000s came, I think they started to fall off. After the G-Dep album and after the G-Dep album.
You know what I'm gonna say? Bad Boy. Bad Boy got more hits because if you think about it, Puff Daddy released all the people that was on Bad Boy. They at least got a great album, at least one album before they got dropped, right?
Most of them, yeah.
So you think about it, all those albums, and then you think about what's on Death Row. You got the Tupac album. You had 1 or 2 of those.
Yep.
Who else he had?
Chronic Doggy Style, Dog Pound.
Chronic Doggy Style.
Dog Pound anniversary was yesterday for dog food.
So think about it. For Death Row, they probably had under 10 good records. Under 10. Death Row.
Well, they wasn't they did a lot in a short amount of time though. Like,
yeah, but Puffy's discography, he's saying discography from beginning to end. Right. So you got to think about from when he started to now, it's Puffy.
They had Lady of Rage. They had the two soundtracks, Murder Was the Case and Above the Rim.
Yeah.
Who else?
But you still, I bet you're still under 10 or maybe 10.
Yeah, they didn't get a chance to come out with Nate Dogg.
Because Suge Knight went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hell. You know what I mean? Like, he wanted the power over everybody, and they wasn't giving it to him.
Dogfather came out. Machiavelli.
Yeah, Paak died, so like that was it. Yeah. Basically, after Paak died, that was it.
Yeah, that was it. After Paak passed away. Because even in the 2000s, when they had Corrupt and Left Eye, it wasn't the same.
No. You know what's funny? I would have loved to hear that Left Eye album. That would have been interesting.
Never heard that. The Nina album? Never heard that album.
They created it, right? It's like he has it, right?
I think they have it. I don't think it ever released.
They finished the album?
Yeah, the album is done, but I don't think it officially came out though. I think they might still have that in the vault somewhere.
Yo, they gotta release that.
They gotta release it. Who knows? If Suge Knight owns that, who knows? We might never see that. So,
yo,
yeah, game related, Gridlock. But I mean, like the two classic soundtracks to me was Above the Rim and Murder's the Case.
Yeah, Above the Rim was. I would say that one's better. I love Above the Rim soundtrack. That was fire, man. That was really tough. That was tough.
Dog Pound album, classic.
Dog Pound
album. Classic. I didn't do an album review for that, but maybe next year. But yeah, definitely a classic album.
Damn, it was the 25th this year. That would have been a good one.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, that was a good album.
Yeah, maybe 97, they were on it. Bad Boy was still in full swing in 97. So yeah, Puffy was dropping as an artist. No Way Out. You know, that was big. You know, then you got Black Rob coming out.
And then you got to think about the R&B singers he had too. Some of them had good albums.
Yep, Cole Thomas.
Yeah, so like that's why I said like if you say if you look at Bad Boy and if you just put Bad Boy in a search and that album come up, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
you know, it's gonna flow.
Like after the G-Dep album is when they started to see, because I didn't like the Puffy stuff after No Way Out. Like Forever, I had that and I threw it in the trash because it was just bad. And all those other albums,
they had like 112. You know what I'm saying? 112 was dope. Like they had some. You know, if y'all just talk about rap, it's just rap.
The reality show stuff that making the band and Day 26 and Danny D. Cat, like none of them.
Yeah, that was crazy. Those people going crazy about those albums. Like they was good.
Right.
People call them loop. Not today. I'm doing it podcast, man. Podcast. Yo, this is a great review, man. Yo, I like these are the ones I like because like we, you know what I'm saying? Like we break down an album. You tell your take, I say my take. I enjoy doing stuff like that because I was like, yo, for Busta, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yo, I need help with this Busta album. It was so long. It's like I would have been on that. I would have been on this long, but I'm saying I would have still had a long video breaking down that album. So this is more fun, more entertaining. And when you send this to me, I'm gonna put the Busta. I'm gonna put it on my thing for Busta. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. We could definitely do more like newer album releases. You know.
Yeah. We can do whatever, man. I know you got a lot of ideas, man. Start writing them down. We and start pitching them off air. We can figure it out, and we can start doing some more content. Because I know we don't just listen to hip hop.
Right.
We don't just listen to R&B.
Doing I don't know when it's gonna happen though. Maybe November. I'm doing alternative rock with Alex from Levels of Geeks podcast. But that might be on his channel though. I don't know if it's gonna be on mine, but I might just get the video from him and then put it on my channel as well.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Like, you gotta do that. Like rock bands like Linkin Park and Paramore and stuff like that.
Well, you listen. If you do any it's like me when I'm doing a podcast with you. I know it's your podcast, but guess what? I'm on it. I'm your partner right now, man. You were collaborating. So like the last one we did, if you look at my description, I said we collaborate, and it's like our podcast going together. It's like when what's his name when Nix and what's his name Sims they do their podcast together. We got to find out how to do that together because they both be live at the same time. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I was on there yesterday. They were Sim was broadcasting live on his, and then Guillermo was doing it on his.
Yeah. So like when we figure that one out, we can both be live at the same time, and then record. You know, our shit's getting recorded automatically. We gotta figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's dope because I think if it's me and you, it's content. This is like me and you do this. This is like it's like our joint podcast is like we uniting. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Transformers that used to join together and be a big robot. Like, you know what I'm saying? We crushing people when we got too much. We got a lot of knowledge in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? You might remember something. I might remember something. We have fun in the questions.
Jim already thinks I'm like a voodoo priest. He's like, how you remember everything? I'm like, I just do.
I ain't gonna lie, you got good memory. I just, like I said, I just do my homework, man. I do my hip hop homework, and I just be like, yo, man. I
said, I mean, I want at some point I want to branch away from the hip hop reviews because I love all other genres. So I don't just want to do hip hop. I think that's what a lot of people know me as, is just doing all hip hop. But I want to get away.
That was my point. I'm sorry, I missed my point. But my point was, when you do that podcast on the other dude's podcast or whatever, if you do it, tell them to send it to you, because when you got that on your channel now, people see, oh, he's versatile. This is the rock and roll too.
Right.
So that's why once in a while I throw in an R&B review or something like that. I just got to throw in my rock and roll review. Like I'm about to do Ozzy. I got to do Ozzy Osbourne. I'm supposed to have been doing Ozzy Osbourne album that came out this year. I just been keep forgetting about it because there's so much rap coming out. I've been, I'm in love with rap more. But I got to do Ozzy Osbourne. Like that's a great album that came out this year. So, but it's like a lot of rock music that come out. I listen to it too, and I say, oh, I gotta review it. So when they start seeing that, they go, damn, Marquis like Ozzy Osbourne. I'm like,
yeah. They'd be surprised.
You know what I'm saying? And then like people can they go, oh wait, he's not just hip hop. Maybe we can use this dude for everything because he knows he's versatile, not just music. Right. You see how you do sneakers, you do wrestling, you do stuff like that. Like I like stuff like that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's other things I'm passionate about too that I can talk about. You know what I'm saying? Not just hip hop, but we just got to get into our bag. We getting there. You know what I'm saying? We got to start doing interviews. Have you done interviews yet? Try.
I have not done that yet with artists. I have not done that.
Artists.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to like go like I was on another podcast where, I was going to these artists trying to get them on the podcast. They didn't want to come on, or they'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do it," and then they back off from doing it. So.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, if they say no, they say no, you just move on to the next one. Like
I'm talking more like well known. Like there was one point when I tried to get ELE2 on a podcast because he had an album coming out back then and he was down to do it, and then he said, "Oh, he couldn't do it because he was doing something," and at that time he was filming that YouTube show he got New York Minute.
Oh, okay. Well, we can start off. If you want to start,
another time I tried to get ELE2, and ELE2, when I spoke to him, I spoke to ELE2. When I spoke to ELE2, he didn't know how to use back when Google had Hangouts. They don't have it no more. When they had it, he didn't know how to use the Hangouts on app or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then I found out later he was working on a whole biopic for himself. So, but I wanted to get him on the podcast so that we could talk to him. So there's been other artists where I tried to get on. Is like either they down to do it or they just ain't had the time or whatever. So.
Nah, just keep trying, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I did, like I told you, I did my first one with Me Fucks and Traumatic. Sorry. And I was nervous, man, but like it was cool, man. And I think I don't think it's like in my mind I was like, is it my lane to do interviews? I don't know. I'm gonna try it. But I do it organically. I don't go asking for interviews, but that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go actually ask for interviews to get interviews, right? Like so I just the traumatic one and the Me Fucks one fell in my lap because we would just happen to be talking about something, and then he was like, "You want to interview?" I go, "Yeah, I interview." Like I was like, "What?" Like, "Oh shit!" It was like one of those.
So was that the same Traumatic that was in here a couple?
Yeah, that was him. I invited him.
Traumatic. Salute to Me Fucks.
Yeah.
Definitely fuck with their music. So
see, that's what I'm saying. So like I started connecting with them, and then I've been introducing Me Fucks and Traumatic to Mike Powers. Then Mike Powers started chilling with them, and then also, you know what I'm saying, but Mike Powers already knew he already had an interview with Flea Lord already. But then like he got more cool with Flea Lord because Me Fucks is working with Flea Lord, and then like You know what I'm saying? That you never know what opportunities can come. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Lilo offered Mike Powers a job live on the air. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. I'm like, don't forget about me.
I'm glad Antoine brought that up. Yeah, but I was on another podcast and we were doing a double album review. We did Curious George, Constipated Monkey, and Mad Skills from Where. And we were supposed to have Mad Skills on the podcast with us. And I spoke to him the day before. He was down to do it. When we're on live and we're reviewing his album, he hits me up in DM. He's like, "Oh, I can't do it. I got studio time." I'm like, "For what? You're not doing no album? What studio time are you doing?"
He could have tapped in. Yeah, he could have tapped in.
You know what I'm saying? So he didn't want to do it. So I was like, okay. So that's what made me like just not ask artists at all to do it.
I get it. No, I get it because eventually you go, you know what? I'm not asking nobody else. But I think if you want to start doing that, I think now's a good time because everybody's inside most of the time and they got the time. Ronnie Caller, I do like Maroon 5. I do like the Beatles, Zeppelin. I like a lot of these dudes, man.
I got a couple of Maroon 5 albums.
Yeah, man. I like. Listen, I like Creed. I don't know if people like Creed. I know people get mad. They're like, Creed whack. I go, no, I like Creed. I used to love Creed.
Yeah.
When eyes wide open. That was my shit, nigga.
Yep.
Yo, what? Stop playing. We like rock and roll. We like everything. We like sports. We talk about sports. Yep. Even with the Ammo, he's a Knicks fan like crazy, but I wonder if he knows about any other sports. He just knows about the Knicks.
No, he's a Jets fan too. He covers the Jets.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like,
the Chiefs like 30 something and 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
but we got like I talk about sports too. Like I like sports. I like a lot of stuff, man. So I like just talking. That's why
I'm not tripping over them. I mean, Mad Skills, like I know he's sarcastic because he said sarcastic shit online before, so I know how he is. But I mean, that's
Mad Skills.
Yeah.
Oh, he talking shit
like that online. I've seen him like go at fans in his comments and all that. He does that. Yeah, he does that.
That's why people probably don't rock with him. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because I still love his album, but he could have dropped in for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't tripping over that.
That's all right though. That's all right. Don't worry about it. We got listen, you know many artists reach out to me, you know what I'm saying, for interviews or just a review. Like think about it, they want me to review that album, I can just say, yo, let me interview you first. They go, all right, so we can have interviews all day. Like my cousin wants to start doing more interviews. I'm gonna kill her. She didn't come on today. But Queen Net wants to do more interviews. And I told her, I said, yo, you gotta be.
I don't think she's comfortable yet with the camera. That could be what it is.
It could be. She said she was gonna put makeup on, all this stuff. I was like, okay, whatever. Just get cute, man. Just come on, like just listen to the Busta album so you can join the conversation. What's wrong with you?
She gotta get dolled up.
No, that's what I told her. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is? I'm gonna try to like talk on the side, but like man, you might know what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna mention no names. But somebody else was on the podcast and they look kind of weird, so I told her that story. And then she was like, "Oh, I'll never do that. I gotta look good." I go, "Yeah." But I'm saying, I'm not trying to clown nobody, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. You got, women, they gotta look good. They gotta, at least my family, pretty boys and pretty girls. They love to look cute, man. You know what I'm saying? We go to cookouts, everybody be trying to look fly than the other person. Like, where you get them sneakers? Where you get that shirt? We always be battling and shit. We still do that to this day. We 40-some years old.
Favorite political rap song, Ronnie asked.
Ooh, political rap song. I probably gotta be a Public Enemy joint. Probably like Fight the Power. Fight the Power is like probably one of the strongest ones. Or We All in the Same Gang.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That was a good one. A lot of those.
That was a good one.
Yeah, a lot of people did some good strong political albums. I can't think of them off the head, but those are the two that kind of came to mind and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, NCAA basketball, all that. I love all that.
Yeah, NBA. NCAA. Yeah, we watch all that. Like, I'm a huge fan of a lot of sports, man. Like, do I get some sports more than others? Like, I like gymnastics. I love watching gymnastics.
I actually took gymnastics when I was younger. I did that for 4 years.
Yeah, you was telling me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that people go, you watch gymnastics? I'm like, yeah, I love gymnastics. Like,
I used to watch it when it was
swimming.
Like, for the Olympics, I used to watch it.
Yeah. Like, there's certain things, you know what I'm saying? You enjoy track and field. I used to run track and field. Listen, if I start training again, I'll beat anybody in anybody, though. I'll actually be a good fast runner. But Dorchester High, man, I still got the record, I think. I don't know. But the 220 relay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like come on, man. Come on, man. Track. I used to run from the police. That's why I was mad.
My grandfather was a track on it.
Yeah, man. I used to be stuck. I used to know how to hop fences and run from the police. That's why I was so good. And dogs. You know what I'm saying? Then I got on that track. I was thinking of police behind me. I was out. You know what I'm saying? I kept going past the finish line. I was like, where the nigga going? I was out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we watch all that, man. So like, yo, more topics soon to come. You know, we want to thank everybody for showing up, man. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to get off here. I gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
You want to shout out anything? What you got to shout out?
Salute to everybody for coming in. Me Fox and Traumatic, and Mike Powers, Guillermo, everybody, Ronnie, Mike Morgan, everybody that always come through. Samuel. Salute to you, Marquis, for doing this as always. Appreciate it. You know, yeah, we're gonna do like more newer album releases. So
no, I appreciate this. Every time we get together, man, we come out with great content. But you know what I'm saying? We vibe together. Like I said, so shout out to you, bro. Shout out to Waka the Butcher, Jonathan Jackson, Ronnie Collar, Antoine Austin. My boy was in here. Tommy Willis, Mike Powers was in here. I'm trying to not remember everybody, but trying to remember everybody. I'm looking at the comments. What the album Noble was in here for a little bit. All the Legion, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, man. It was mad people here that respected, and they probably watched it but didn't say nothing too. So shout out to everybody that watched and didn't comment and like the video. And if you're still here, like the video before you leave. Subscribe and share the video to all the people you know, man. Let's get big. Let's do it, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And just real quick, you know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? Like me and Triborough do this for free. We love all this stuff. So if you can support stuff like this, I make merch. I make hoodies. This is like my line, Monkey Nuts. I got other hoodies, hip hop hoodies. I design a lot of clothes and merch, so y'all can look in the comments and stuff for my videos and support if you can. Buy a t-shirt, man. The t-shirts on sale, hoodies on sale. I sell masks. I got masks. So you know what I'm saying? That's how I make my money. You know what I'm saying? From merch. You know what I'm saying? I do everything else free. Everything's free, man. So y'all can support them. Appreciate it, man.
Real, yo. So we're gonna end this, and definitely I'll be back this week with something. We'll cook up something, you know what I'm saying? So
we'll cook up something. We're gonna have something that's gonna either be a new album or old album or a topic. Something might happen. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you know what I mean, that might be crazy in hip hop or anywhere, and we might just get on there and talk about that. So
also I want to say I'll be back on tonight at midnight because it's for Reg's birthday. Happy birthday to Reg. He's turning I think 25. No, not 25. 23, 24. I forgot. But
young buck. Yeah, happy birthday, Reg.
Birthday live stream at midnight. We're gonna celebrate his birthday. So go to his channel at 12 midnight and we going for that. So
shout out to Reg. Happy birthday. Gang, man. Gang. You still young, man. Young buck. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout him out, man. That's what's up, man. I ain't gonna be up, but yo, tell him I say happy birthday.
All right, no doubt. All right, man.
All right, man. Peace out, man. Peace. Love over hate. Peace.
Love over hate. Peace.